old image, right? So there's obviously homes on one side of you, but what is that on the other side of you?
Is that to the south and the southwest?
I think so.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
Why am I having trouble here? I'm trying to find where north is here.
ESSB
You're giving me
Outlaws.
directions and bearings, and I'm just pretending like I know.
Oh yeah, it's my. I got my kids screaming in the background. Help out there! Yep, there it is. Well, so there's a concrete washout. Of course, I picked the house that's right next to the washout, where the builders come by every 30 minutes and dump all their shit in the yard there and clean their trucks. Bang, bang, boom, boom, boom all afternoon until about 5 o'clock. So that's what that is to the bottom left of my yard.
It's only temporary, though. And that's not so bad, having the washout next to you. You could hide antennas along the washout, you know?
Yeah, well, it would be next to the bedroom, so I'd have to rethink that idea. I guess not that bad. It'll be for another 2-3 years.
There's some familiar voices.
We did get the ultimate house. This
7157.
floor plan is the best floor plan of every single house we've visited in here. Has a big open kitchen, living room, hallway, and such. And all the other homes are like rat mazes. You get like tiny rooms, tiny kitchen. I don't know why anybody else skipped over this.
Guy on the other side of the washout, that looks to be a pretty nice lot there, and that looks to be a monster home. I'm looking at the picture I have of your house. It's just the first floor, and it's missing its roof, or your second story. But you're 8763, is that right? I can't read that.
Yeah, to get the latest version of satellite photos, you got to use the Google Earth desktop application, and you can run the slider back and forward in time.
So Krager, how goes it, man?
Doing pretty good, Smitty. N6MUD just added a live stream. Doing good, man. Just had a pretty busy day. Dental appointment. And by the way, you guys all know I hate the damn dental chair, man. That's just the worst possible chair that you could ever sit in your entire life. So spent some time in that today. So, but anyway, doing pretty good. A little hot today. Not as hot as yesterday. Got up to like 83 here. So, but how you doing, Smitty? How's it going out there? Are you guys keeping cool up in Sacramento?
Yeah, the forecasted temperature is one thing. When I went out earlier, my mercury measured it at 109, and that was just stifling horrible. I haven't been out much. Oh, it looks, according to my Apple Watch, it's 102. So right now, so yeah, it's cooking. But you know what? It's a dry heat.
Yeah, copy that. Well, you guys are used to the heat. But out here, there's no dry heat, Smitty. 70% humidity right now. 70%. So, anything but dry out here. Very moist.
You said moist. My kids are headed down to Anaheim. My sister-in-law for Christmas got them tickets to Disney and was flying them down there for a Disney trip. So tomorrow they fly down to Anaheim, and they're there till Friday. And I'm like, boy, guys. And my kids are like, oh, it's only 89, 90. And I'm like, yeah, but it's 60% humidity.
Copy that. Are they driving, you said, or are they flying?
No, they're flying down to John Wayne.
Yeah, okay. Good deal. Good deal. Well, it's, I think the last week, right? At least for down here, this is the last week until they go back to school. Next week. My wife, she works in the school system, and she started work today. So, but enjoying that last week, I'm sure they're making the most of it.
Oh yeah, the 10th is the first day of school. It might be the 11th, 10th or the 11th. So Monday or Tuesday of next week, and then the girl, she starts up 1 week later. So then, not this weekend. This weekend we're actually going to Denver. Got a family trip out there visiting my pseudo brother and some family out there, and so that's this weekend. And then next weekend we're moving the kid in back into her new apartment or I should say, like, it's not a dorm, but it's also not an apartment like we think. It's it's student housing built apartments. So they're apartments, but they're fully furnished. You basically just show up with your sheets, and you each have a bedroom and a bath, and it's like community living, I guess. But when she moves into her new place, they gave her a move-in time, and you're like, man, are you serious? It's Sunday afternoon, 3 p.m. So not this weekend, but next weekend. I'm like, could you make it any less convenient for a parent to help?
Oh yeah, for sure. But at least she's got her place secure. She got one or two roommates, right, that she knows well, and so it should be a lot less unknown this time around, and hopefully she can focus on having fun and not dealing with all the drama she had to deal with last year.
Yeah, righto. Absolutely. She's pretty excited, and the new roommates are excited. So they got a great year ahead of them, and I'm excited for her too. But yeah. So hopefully this will be a much better year. I'm hoping.
Roger that. And by the way, YouTubers, you're looking at the new version of Thetis, Jesus. New version of Thetis called Thetis Extended. It's got a much higher resolution waterfall, PureSignal 3.0. So yeah, you can see in the waterfall here the details of the signal. So anyway, good deal, Smitty. Well, you get to help her move in and everything, and get to see the place and check it out, and maybe buy her a few knickknacks here and there to finish off the place and make it home.
Yes, sirree. Okay, this is the first time I have been able to see Thetis, and yeah, wow, look at that resolution on my signal right there. Very, very nice. Oh boy, it's buffering, but that's probably my internet. Probably knocking the cable modem out. But yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not streaming 4K because I can't stream 4K because the latency would be too much. I'm streaming, I think, I'll have to look, but it's not 4K. But Smitty, if I was streaming 4K, it would be amazing. I'll send you a photo of the actual 4K image of the waterfall. You'll be impressed. So, and thanks to James for doing the legwork to get this latest version. So it's real nice, and the PureSignal, man, it never drops out. Not one single dropout. All night long, you could talk all night long, Smitty, and it doesn't do any farting or blurping or whatever you want to call it, right? It's just really well behaved, no drama, PureSignal, just how it should be.
Nice, no blowouts or spackling the bowl.
Yeah, no blowouts, because you know what, those blowouts are painful.
Let's see if my ASCI blows out again.
Speaking of blowout.
Yeah, the guy just dropped another version like 2 minutes ago, so I'm gonna go install that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on Discord and tell him that he needs to put that same high definition functionality that he did in the main waterfall. He needs to do it also in the little waterfall that I use in the upper right for a zoomed in version of that little window that I have. He needs to make sure the same code plays in that window too, because if it does, that would be amazing. I didn't think it would take him much time to do that.
And now you guys got me thinking.
I'll put my kid down for the night, but I'll be back maybe like 30, 45 or so. Then we'll see what happens. WS7K.
All right, brother.
All right, catch you later, James. And we got some guy tuning up right on the edge of the passband there.
Man, tell you what, Craig, looking at these pictures of that helicopter, yeah, that would never fly in California. Him lugging around a few tires. You'd need permits. You'd need all sorts of stuff to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, and even if you apply for a permit, it doesn't mean that they'll give it to you. You'd have to have a flight path that doesn't go over any type of major housing or whatever. Maybe you have to fly over freeways. I don't know. I mean, There's all these rules, but out in Idaho, man, anything goes.
Yeah, apparently. Well, man, weird day at work today. It's been actually a rough week. I was in New York last week, as you know, but people are dropping like flies, man. I think, when people have just had enough, and we've lost 4 people on the team in the last week and a half. And today was another person that resigned. And, God, hope they get the message.
Yeah, copy that. Yeah, James, I'll let me do some research on that little window. Hold on, give me 1 second here. And Brandon, I'll send you a link to the download for this version of Thetis. And Smitty, sorry to hear about that. I was under the impression that maybe AI was causing these people to be laid off, but it sounds like there's other issues going on there. Oh, by the way, Smitty, I got an interview for tomorrow for the first. I've only applied for like 3 jobs, and so the first job I applied for about a week ago, I got an interview tomorrow. So imagine that, and I'll give you the name of the company in text. It's a major company.
Yeah, text it to me. I'm curious, man. Well, congratulations. That's not bad. Considering you haven't been at it that long. That's great, man. Congrats. The interview was good.
Doesn't mean that anything. It just means I need to start, brushing up and getting some good practice there. But copy that. James, let me get the name of that. Give me 1 second here. I'll send it to you in text of that window.
Yeah, I saw you hit 40 over here in Big Bear, Craig. WA7CCA.
Yeah, 30 over there, Mark. Sounding loud tonight.
And the band is just beautiful tonight for how early it is. And hello there, Mark. Maybe it's the heat dome.
Well, good evening. K6JR.
Hey, stranger. I haven't got to talk to you in a while. How you doing?
Well, I think I'm going to be okay.
Are you in northern Nevada or Brookings, or where might you be?
Where is that guy? Well, I have reasonable cause to believe that I'm 40 miles north of Reno.
Ah, yes. What did the mercury hit there today?
No, I honestly don't know. I was trying to ignore it. It's 87.3 at the moment. I think it was around 92.
Well, that's not too. It's a dry heat. That's not too bad. I don't know what the official temperature was. It's 102 right now here, and according to my little weather station, as every amateur radio operator should have a weather station, we hit 109 today at its peak.
Oh my! Back memories from when I was in Palm Springs. Happy not to be there.
And not the most pleasant.
Now it's a very dry heat out here, luckily.
Let me see here. Yeah, you definitely have a dry heat. Let's see what we had here. Today here, what was let me find it here. 17% humidity, 17%. So that's pretty dry.
Yeah, that's nice.
Tell you what, I was in New York last week, JR, and it was, I want to say high 80s, but it was 70 or 80% humidity. And I'll take 105 and dry over 89 degrees and 70% humidity any day of the week.
I'm with you there. And hello, Mark and Craig, and James is taking care of the little one, and whoever else is out there.
Hey, James.
Howdy, JR.
Hey, JR. Good evening. And by the way, my brother him and his wife just recently moved to Palm Springs because I've got friends there. He moved from the Pacific Northwest, a little town called Port Townsend. So he's not really used to the heat. And guess what happened? He was trying to do all of his exercising early in the morning, before 9 a.m. or later at night. And I guess it's just a lot of stress on his body, and he ended up getting shingles. And the doctor attributed it to his body not acclimating and too much stress for his body to deal with, and that's what happened there. So, interesting side effect from hot temperatures in Palm Springs.
Oh my! Yeah, I spent 26 years there, so I'm medium well done, and don't care to go back again for anything. But yeah, I was flying into Palm Springs one day, coming back from a meeting, and a couple that was in line to get off the plane in front of me. The lady got to the door of the plane, and it was like one of these cats that you see with all their four legs out, trying to keep somebody from pushing them through a doorway. Well, that's the way this woman was. She said, "What in the hell are you bringing me to? I'm not getting off this plane."
It's like what you see in the cartoons, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, that wall of hot air hit her.
As they used to say. Yeah, I used to work there when I was 20. Ran master control at channel 42.
Oh, KMIR.
KPLM, 42.
Oh, yeah, they were 36. Yeah. That's been a while since I've been down. I retired from there 23 years ago.
Was that back when the master control operator was doing things manually and playing programs off of big ass tape reels and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. I ran everything. I turned the transmitter on in the morning and, ran Wild Wild West reruns and then, I worked all the different little jobs that they had there. It was, in fact, they didn't pay anything, so I used to sleep in the studio in a sleeping bag overnight to sign the station on in the weekend.
You know what, though? It made for some good stories, right? And when I was 15, one of my summer jobs was I worked with Master Control at KICU, Channel 36 in the Bay Area, and I used to load it was brand new at the time, and it was the size of probably 4 refrigerators, 2 side by side and then stacked 2 high. But it was a machine that they played. It had a bunch of VTRs built into it, Beta SP VTRs, and you'd load this elevator with tapes, with commercial breaks, or just single commercials. And so you'd stack the elevator, so you were constantly going and pulling out ad units and placing a different ad in, and good stories, man. But then that was back when Master Control was actually a job.
Yeah, well, that was the modern equipment. Yeah, all the commercials that we played I think it was on tape or something. I can't even remember now. But we had a couple of 2-inch Ampex machines and a telecine with a mirror and all that. 2 projectors, slide. I think that was pretty much it. And then we had the TV studio with, I think, 3 cameras in there, and then all the old LA has-beens used to go out there to do the newscasts, like Jack Latham. He used to be on. He was the anchor, I think, during the week.
Oh yeah, I remember
wild
that.
how much that industry's changed. Now you get a bunch of stations that are all co-located together. Even in the TV space, isn't that true now? A lot of I visited Encompass Digital back in, I'm trying to think where that was, what state. It was back east, like in the Carolinas or something like that. And I was shocked. I went into their master control, and KGO TV from San Francisco was being originated from there. And I was like, really? Master control for KGO is in like North Carolina?
Oh yeah, everything's upside down now, even worse.
Hey guys, N6MUD Friday. Just a quick maintenance here, taking care of chat. By the way, live chat, N6MUD live stream. Good evening, India, AK4EC. Good evening, monsoon morning out there in India. Good evening. Hey, thanks for listening to the stream. And also ESSB. So we've got a question out there for us. AirTools Symetrix 2X processor, is this any good for ESSB? He has a friend that wants to give him one. I'm not familiar with the Symetrix 2X processor. I mean, are you guys, maybe Smitty or Mark, are you guys familiar with that piece of gear?
Yeah, I've heard of AirTools, but I can't remember what that. I can't place it.
I had to look it up. I've heard of it too, and I had to look it up. Now, what I was familiar with is their product line for dumps, for delays. So, to be frank, AirTools, I didn't know they made a processor. I'd used the 6000 series dumps, the 40-second profanity delay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we had a couple of those. Yeah, I remember those.
Okay, I just found it. Here it is, the AirTools 2X processor. I gotta say to the person in chat, first and foremost, it looks like a cool little device. So I'd say if your buddy's gonna give it to you, I would definitely accept the gift. It's a preamplifier podcast. Wow, got a preamp built in. I'm gonna read it up here, I mean, yeah, it would definitely work as a mic preamp. Let me look at real quick what it has here. Let's see. It says, "Oh, you're a very good kind of." Let's see, great voiceover preamp, memory preset recall, voice processor channel strip. Let me do a little bit more reading, but I'm willing to bet that wouldn't be a bad starting point. And if it's something being gifted to you, yeah, it definitely wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, 9934. Can you refresh us? Are you the guy that's getting into ESSB? I get confused. I can't recognize these YouTube handles. So are you the guy that's getting into ESSB that's gonna take all the tests at once? Take the technician and the general test at once, and you have a G2 coming and all the gear, or am I confusing you with someone else?
You've got mail.
Pattern baldness.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. I'll check out the image.
He says, not me, 9934. Hey, I'm reading this. Yeah, this has got everything you need. It's got a compression stage, EQ, de-esser, downward expander, high pass, low pass. I'm not sure what it has for EQ functionality, but hell, I'd say it'd be excuse me, it'd be a good start. And then if you're running that in front of like Thetis, or and you do a little bit of processing in software, it'd be a hell of a combo. Actually, I would say, yeah, get it, grab it, and get it, and go.
Hey, Jeff, I think I doubled there. Thanks for the email image, Jeff. I'll get this integrated probably tomorrow sometime into the background here.
Yeah, okay, whichever. That's a very high resolution version, so just sharing. I got bored, and there you go.
Yeah, I like the enhancements, man. Looks cool. I like the wooden look of the Outlaws, behind the Outlaws. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not quite white. It's slightly kind of yellowish brown.
even the lettering. So yeah, just kind of enhances it just a little bit. Anyway, good evening all from Carson City.
Yeah, good evening there, Jeff. Mark here in Big Bear, WA7CCA.
You're almost a complete red wash in my waterfall now that I've updated to the new version. +20 over, by the way.
And Mark is the loudest on the band.
He's always the loudest on the band.
And by the way, I removed the 2496 out of line today, and I'm just going voice pre into the DAC, and now my drive levels are up again. So I'm at 13 watts, peaking at 710.
So remind me, what were you using the 2496 for? Is it any EQing or the compressor or the downward expander? Because I didn't really notice any difference in your audio. It sounds the same.
Nope, I was using it for absolutely nothing. I had just removed it and went back to everything internal to Thetis. So apparently, even though it was bypassed, it was still causing some drive level issues into the DAC. So now I'm getting proper drive levels out.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to installing that new version of Thetis. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do that on, I think, the DLE 7000 Mark III to begin with, since it has a really old version of Thetis in there, and I need to upgrade it.
It's a lot more stuff to play around with, like we needed that. But it's only, pertains to the way that PureSignal works. Like I'm not seeing any blowouts now at all on the sides, is where I used to see every once in a while there'd be a little blurb. And it's not doing that anymore. And then the received waterfall is a lot more silky smooth and not as jagged. But it's interesting, the much louder signals like yourself there, Mark, all the yellow and the greens disappear and it turns just bright red.
Oh, I'll be darned. Yeah, I think all that's settable in the previous versions of the thresholds for all that stuff. And, yeah, I didn't really realize how many people were having that same issue with those, what you call blowouts. I had been working on eliminating or reducing them. And I found a few things to do that, not knowing that was a common issue.
Yeah. I will say this, Mark. Yeah, all the settings for the waterfall are still there. Plus, there's many more additional settings. So you can calibrate the colors to however you want. So Jeff, that's one thing I did do, is I did adjust some of the calibration settings for the color, like the intensity. In particular, like what type of signal strength makes it red, the maximum signal strength in that, because it wasn't working for my environment because of my noise level in that. So, but anyway, let me ask this question, Jeff. Did you enable the high-res waterfall setting? I don't get too far in the weeds here, but under setup, display, general, on the lower right of the screen is High-DPI 2K mode, a checkbox. Did you enable that?
I sure did.
Okay, because that right there will give it, that's what does all the magic for the waterfall. That's where sometimes when you reboot Thetis, you may have to toggle that off and on, or when you shut down Thetis, because for whatever reason, it doesn't pick it up. But yeah, that's right there. That's where all the magic is, and with that checked, you get all of the high resolution, which, I don't know, it just makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
All right, did you say you emailed, by the way? I'm looking for that email. And then anything I need to... James emailed. I got that. And then anything that I need to know regarding the install process?
I messed around with some of the settings, the recommended ones that they had on that sheet weren't quite working for me.
doubled. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got both. Yeah, Jeff, copy that. Yeah, you obviously you can make those settings whatever works for you. And Smitty, the only gotcha is after you install it, right? First of all, uninstall Thetis, reinstall a new version, and when you go to click on the icon to launch Thetis, you're going to get a pop-up window saying a certain field is missing from the database, and it'll tell you what it's going to do, and you just have to click like yes or okay, and it will do what it says it's going to do, and then everything's perfectly fine.
All right, I'm copying it over to my machine here, and then I'm going to do the process and hopefully rejoin you gentlemen with the new version.
Okay. Okay, so copy that, James. So one thing here, one last thing there, Smitty, is there when you unzip the binary, there's a document, a PDF document that has a bunch of stuff in it. Eventually, you might want to read that. Not all of it, but some of that.
Okay, the RAR that I got from our good friend James just had an installer, a package inside of it, so I don't see any supporting docs, but my guess is that I'm just missing that.
Okay, he sent out an email a couple days ago with that document. Just check your email for that attachment.
Got it, Roger Dodger. All right, I'm gonna shut down here for a little bit, uninstall, reinstall, and hopefully I will come back on the air. Anything special? I know I heard ASIO is not changed, but will it come back configured properly, or am I going to have to go in and redo audio settings, or what should I be aware of when I go to launch, other than the missing field?
Everything should be, default should work fine. So yeah, you should be good, Smitty. And there's a couple of other things you might want to turn on once you get back enable, but you should be fine. Just reinstall it. And then it should fire up. You should be able to, none of your settings should be erased. You should be basically left off where you were before you did the install.
All right, Roger Dodger, I'm going to throw on the SDR to keep listening to you fine gentlemen, and I'll be back probably in, I'm guessing, 10 minutes. I don't know. Let's see. I'll give you guys updates. 7-3 for now. WB1G.
Yeah, I'm wondering, did people not like CM, Channel Master, and they all went back to ASIO?
I don't know. I've always gone to ASIO, CM-ASIO, but I can't run CM-ASIO when I'm streaming. It doesn't like it. So I just run regular, like, WSAPI, whatever it's called, and it runs fine.
Oh, okay, yeah. The compatibility issues there between the two. I can understand that. So I'm running Channel Master on both installs on the Anans.
Yeah, CM-ASIO is the best, right? Because it's lowest latency. So if you have the drivers for your DAC or whatever, CM-ASIO is preferred. If you got the compute, the CPU to handle it, and the drivers, and that's what I would use if I had a choice.
Yeah. I've been, ever since I changed it, I haven't really, wanted to go back. I didn't see a need to, although there is still a delay of sorts. So it does help a little bit in, listening to your signal and dialing in the audio.
No, it's crazy. This afternoon I had like a S3 noise floor. Now it's up to an S5.
Yeah, the lowest my noise flow has ever been on 40 is S6. There's just a constant noise here in the suburbs.
WB1G.
Hey, Smitty, you're back.
Already? Wow, that was not hard at all. although I do not have PureSignal working.
Holy cow.
And boy, does my signal look weird.
Yeah, that wasn't healthy, whatever that was.
Got volume down. What was that?
Hey, Smitty, do a two-tone.
We're like 40K wide right now. Something's wrong.
Okay, let's see now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here. Now I should look block of cheese, right?
Yeah, it was really bad before.
Okay, I was wondering if that was just me. Yeah, I looked like I was like 15K wide.
Probably double that.
Oh, beautiful. I was one of those. Okay, let me look. Where's the high resolution setting? Boy, I'll tell you, it already looks better.
Okay, so setup, display, general. On the right-hand side, there's a checkbox that says High-DPI 2K mode. Make sure that's checked. And then make sure the quality, the one below it, is called Vivid.
Holy Testicle Tuesday. That's beautiful.
So do you have like a before and after IMD level for comparison?
I quite honestly, Mark, I have not really noticed any different. Maybe there's a little bit suppression. I think it's like 6 dB better. But the biggest thing is there's just no blowouts. Like, you know, you used to be talking and once in a while it would get a blowout in the middle of your conversation. I just don't notice that anymore. I don't really have any solid numbers, but I think James said it's at least 6 dB better than the original Thetis PureSignal 2.0. The 3.0 is at least 6 dB better.
Okay, and then that's the third distortion product, so third IMD, right?
Yeah, IMD, the third IMD, exactly. That's how you measure all of this. So let me do it, hold your ear, but I don't want to mess with it now. But if you do a two-tone and you've got that that setting on that shows you the IMD3, the numbers, I think I got up into the low 50s when I did mine yesterday.
Yeah, I think I saw mine on 40 as 50 here, running the older software. And the way to get around those blowouts that I've discovered, for your own information and others who are interested, is those blowouts seem to be pretty much able. You can actually get rid of them by changing your load. The antenna load seems to make a big difference in how many of those things that you get. And I've lowered mine to once in a blue moon, but they're still there. But it's you can go for 10 minutes or so and not see one.
Well, the other thing that this new software does is it holds the previous correction, so it's not constantly correcting. It has a look ahead, and it says, okay, if I see a change between certain percent, change the calibration, but it happens a lot less frequently than it did before, and that's generally when I would see the little blowouts on the sides there.
Yeah, I was always thinking it was a timing issue, so that pretty much is what I'm thinking.
Hey, gentlemen.
Hey, Georgie.
Hey, George.
Hey, KJ6LA.
Hey, George.
Good to hear everybody. I just tuned in across the band and heard a familiar voice, and I had to jump in for a second to say hello, first of all. But also, I wanted to hear Craig. Craig, how was New Zealand?
Oh, hey, George. Well, first of all, good evening. Good to hear your voice. I haven't heard you on the air for a while now. It's good. Probably almost 2 months now. But trip was amazing. Yeah, we had an awesome time. Figured out a couple of key locations that we're gonna start looking for property or whatever at. So mission accomplished. We're definitely moving back there. We just have to figure out how soon we can make that happen. So that's the biggest question there, George. How soon can we pull the trigger? And that's a lot of variables there, market, stock market, a bunch of other stuff. So, but anyway, probably within 3 years, around there. 3 years is the goal there, over.
Oh, wow. So cool. So now we're going to have DX contacts with you. I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah. I'm looking for property that's got land overlooking the ocean. So yeah, it'll definitely have to be maybe I can do 40 meters, but it'll have to be differently a different hour, or more likely 20 meters. This time of the night at 20 meters probably may work, because right now it's about, maybe a bit later, because right now it's about 1 o'clock in New Zealand, 1 p.m. Tomorrow, but it's 1 p.m. So maybe at 3 more. So maybe at 10 p.m. it would work. 10 p.m. California time would be when, maybe 9 p.m. is when you'd start hearing New Zealand coming in on 20 meters or some other bands.
Wow, very cool. Well, it's going to be sad to see you go, but it sounds like that's a good move for you and for your wife, and we're going to miss a good amateur radio operator here, but we'll at least maybe be able to make contact once in a while, and we had you for many years. Don't mean to interrupt the conversation, but I heard a voice. I had to jump in for a second and just say hello to everybody and welcome you back.
Appreciate it, George. This just means you and your wife can come visit. We're going to have lots of space, so you definitely make a plan there, George. Start saving the pennies. Come and visit once we get established down there. We would love to have you there.
Well, sounds great. Yeah, just give me a spot and maybe a little space next to the transmitter. Do a little bit of amateur radio operator, and would love to visit New Zealand. Never been there before, but I know my wife loves to travel, would love to travel, so we may take you up on that. So appreciate the invitation.
Roger that. Are you going to hang out for a bit longer, George? It's been so long since we heard you. By the way, we're live streaming on YouTube, so you're on YouTube, and all the SWLs say hello to George out there.
Well, hello to all the SWLs. I heard that. Hi, George. Very good. Anyway, hello to you, whoever you are. Anyway, yeah, I'll be here for just a little bit, but thank you. Good to hear you guys on the radio. Just been missing y'all.
Marvelous.
He always sounds marvelous. George, good hearing you, man. It's been a while.
Hey, thanks, Smitty. My pleasure. Good to hear you, too.
Craig, I talked to New Zealand, Australia, early mornings, 3:30, 4 o'clock, up to 5 in the morning. They're coming through about 40 meters quite well.
Yeah, the reason why that works.
Up that early.
Yeah, and the reason why that works is it's probably dark. It's dark on both sides, so yeah, because that's probably the only reason why that works there, James. Because it's at that point it's dark in New Zealand and it's dark in California. So yeah, it's gonna be tough though. On 20 you can do it a little bit earlier, but 40 definitely. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I'll turn on 40 meters and I'll hear all types of rag chews between the VKs and ZLs at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it works well.
This means I'm going to have to change my sleep schedule.
Oh, sleep's very overrated.
And guys, you've got at least 3 more years, so you can stop planning now. But it's a long way away.
Okay, I'll start saving up in my sleep bucket.
So, are you preferring the North Island or the South Island?
Good question, Mark. Yeah, so we've excuse me, we've narrowed it down to the very tip of the North Island. There's a town there called Nelson, and then if you go a little bit further north of that, there's a little town called Mapua, a little town right on the beach, and that's an area where there's lifestyle properties, that you can buy land that's right on the beach or close to the beach with ocean views and everything. And that whole area is good for retirement. It's got some of the best weather in New Zealand. So it's the very tip of the South Island, the very tip of the South Island, the northern tip of the South Island.
Just the tip, Craig.
That's what's best there, Smitty.
That's what she said.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, that looks like a beautiful area. I'm looking at it right now.
There's an area called Ruby Bay, which is a little bay, a real nice little bay, calm bay, and some of the properties we're looking at go right out onto that bay.
What's the market like out there?
Well, if you got American dollars, it's not too bad. I mean, keep in mind, right? One American dollar buys about $1.70 around there, maybe a bit more New Zealand dollars. So with the American dollar, it's doable. Right now, the New Zealand economy is in shambles. A lot of the younger generation is moving to Australia, like we talked about. But in terms of real estate, it's come down a little bit. New Zealand used to be extremely expensive. It still is in certain areas. They've come down about 25% since COVID. So there's a little correction there. Not sure if it's going to come down much more, but yeah, if you've got American dollars, you're doing okay. You can afford to buy places and stuff. But if you're a New Zealander who's got New Zealand dollars, it's very difficult to buy stuff. Everything's really expensive.
So you're going to be in great shape when time comes to relocate. And by the way, for those who have Mercury 3 amplifiers, just a little point of information. I'm amazed. I typically run about 6 to 7 watts as a drive into this thing, and it works really well, about right for the output. I mistakenly had my output at 17 watts, and the amplifier did not blow up. It didn't even go offline. So amazing. I don't know what happened, but very, very pleased. Anyway, KJ6LA for the ID.
Very pleased with the entire Mercury line.
Yeah, is that the Lux that you're driving there, George?
No, this is the Mercury 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a Lux. I don't have the 3.
Yeah, I was amazed. I get in essence full power with 7 or 8 watts going into it. Had 17 watts and it didn't trip the breaker.
Which it's a weird TX delay. I'm pressing the push to talk, and it's taken a long time before I'm seeing power. That's weird. I probably screwed something up. But George, I'm running a Lux now. I think since the last time we talked, I'm on a Lux myself, driving it with 9 watts and getting 700 out.
Yeah, I think the Mercury line is just fantastic. Very happy with it. I'm happy with the 3. And I'm very glad it didn't blow it up. So I'm very happy with that too.
Smitty, those settings are under general and options, and option number 1 are where your delays are.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Would you guys have much of a delay set up? I've got an RF delay of 10. It's 10 milliseconds, so it's pretty short.
I have to go into the menu here, and I'll let you know.
Okay, let me see.
Mine are all set at 2, and EW is set at 5.
Okay, I found it. Let's see, RX delay 20, MOX 40, RF delay 200, push to talk delay 400, CW delay 10, and key down is 7.
What's the advantage of running a higher delay there, Mark?
So I don't upcut or downcut my key ups, which Randy and I were on the air, and yeah, he was, he would be cutting part of his speech out. So anyhow, he ran some lower numbers. I ended up moving mine up even higher, so there's no chance of it at all. So yeah, 400 seems to be the magic number, and so there's probably some other dependencies upon that too. in the audio chain, I would imagine. So that's why the number, your mileage may vary.
Yeah, so 400, that's going to be almost a half second, right? Am I reading that right? 400 milliseconds.
Yeah, that is 0.4 of a second.
Roger.
Well, that's not very long if you think about it. And what's, look at the delay. If you're running CM or if you're running straight ASIO or what other audio thing that you may have, that or the delays are set, think about that. That's going to be a dependency. I think it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, no doubt.
My numbers are all for just analog audio. I'm not running USB.
Well, look at you, special guy. Hey, gentlemen, the guys that are running 16, adjusting the waterfall colors and contrast. Remind me again?
Yeah, go to setup. Well, it depends, Smitty. Do you want to... I'm assuming you want to just change what signal level generates like a red, right? And that's under setup, display, RX1, and under waterfall low level and high level. And that the high level one is what you can kind of change, like what value makes it like super red, or how much of a signal does it have to be to make it super red?
Got it. Cool. All right, that's cool. Thank you, man.
OBJ.
OBJ. Hello, hello.
Good evening, KB7 OBJ Phoenix.
Everything great north of Reno, and I'm going to get out of here. Good to hear everybody. Have a great evening. 7-3 for now. K6JR.
Good night, JR.
7-3 JR.
Take it easy, JR. Have a good one. CCA, Big Bear.
Hey, JR73s, have a good evening.
Hey, good night there, my friend. Good to hear you again, JR. It's been a while, man. Take care.
Yep. Good to hear you, Smitty. Have a good one.
OBJ Chris, good evening.
Good evening, Craig. What's going on tonight?
Just sitting there rag chewing. How you feeling, man? How's your leg feeling after it got crushed by all those solar panels?
Oh, man, my whole leg is in complete black and blue mess. Good news is I will not need surgery to attach the muscle back to my leg, so I'm happy about that.
Jesus, man. Well, do they at least give you some good pain meds to soothe the pain?
Well, I bumped the DFO. Hopefully I'm back where I need to be. No, they only gave me pain meds, morphine in the hospital. I've been taking care of THC myself here at the house.
What happened?
Well, long story short, we stacked 40 solar panels up in the back of my trailer. Decided we went 3 blocks from where we left the house where we picked them up. Decided to pull over to restack them in the trailer. And I had 40 of them 30 of them out of the 40 fall over on top of me. So I got my leg crushed.
Ay, ay, ay. Wow. When did that happen? That sounds terrible.
Friday morning at about 10 a.m. By 11 o'clock, I was at the emergency room.
Wow. And did they? What did they do? They said that kind of just write it out. It'll reattach. I guess that's the latest.
Well, the emergency room couldn't do anything for the muscle. I was more concerned that it didn't break any bones like my leg. And being on blood thinners, they had to do a CAT scan from head to toe to make sure it wasn't internally bleeding again.
I'll be back. WA7CCA.
Muscle, I got to go to my regular doctor and have him check it, but I'm going to do that Wednesday. But right now, I'm walking on it. It's just right now, it's just badly bruised, and I might have a blood clot in the back of my calf, is what it feels like.
Oi.
Oh, hey, they're watching that, I assume.
Well, I'm on blood thinners. That's all I can do right now until I can have an ultrasound done on my leg Wednesday morning.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds like they're taking good care of you, and boy, it could have been, I mean, it's bad enough. That sounds awful. Could have been even worse, which is kind of frightening.
Well, it wasn't just the panels falling on me. Basically, it was hanging out of my trailer by my leg, my trapped leg. It, calamity of freaking screw-ups that caused lots of pain here. But anyway, all is well, nothing's broken, I'll live.
That's good. I'm glad they didn't, like, fall on your head or something like that. Could have been, I mean, that's terrible what happened. And you'll recover, which is good. Take a while. It sounds like they got a path for you, which sounds good. And glad it didn't end like terminally, so that's good. That's a lot of weight on whatever it's fallen on.
Yeah, well, each panel weighs 45 pounds. And I had 30 of them stacked up that fell over on me, and I know that wasn't 12 to 1,500 pounds of weight, but I know that wasn't what was on top of my leg. There was enough of it on me, though. I was pinned. And it kind of sucks it happened, and but next time I know better.
Well, I'm glad you're recovering, and so wow, that's just near miss, bad enough, and near miss too. Anyway, glad you're on the road to recovery, and glad you checked in.
Well, I wasn't going to mention it to you guys on the radio, but apparently Jeff must have said something. But that's okay. It's not a big deal.
Hey, man,
blame it on me.
That's rough, man. I'm happy to hear you're okay and that you weren't left with anything more serious than, well, that's serious, don't get me wrong, but yeah, make sure they're watching that blood clot, no doubt. You don't want to mess around with that.
Nope. I'm on blood thinners. I always have been, so I've had that issue before. That's why I know what it feels like. So, anyway, enough of that. KB Sup and OBJ Phoenix.
Yeah, Chris, take the blood clot seriously. My aunt died from that after surgery there, so just take it seriously. Hey guys, we got Scott N6RV. He wants to chat and join us, but he's general. Do you guys want to move up somewhere higher up in the band, or is there any? Can you guys find a spot that would work for us up above? Maybe somewhere up above 260 or somewhere around there.
Sure.
I'm totally open. Let's do it.
All right, let's see here. Take a look.
Boy, I'm using the thermal waterfall with some enhancements in contrast, and wow, is it pretty. I mean, the refresh, just gorgeous. You guys weren't kidding.
Yeah, you got a 4K display, right, Smitty, so you can really take advantage of it, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at it right now on the ultra-wide on a 2K, actually it's a 2K monitor, or maybe it's 4K. It's one of those real ultra-wide ones. IPS panel, high refresh rate. It looks like a video game.
All right. So here's the deal. Last time we went up to general, we got invaded by a bunch of jammers. So maybe we should go high up in the general portion, like, I don't know, 7285. How does that look for everyone?
I'm seeing a lot of activity up there, unfortunately.
Well, let me know, Jeff. Because for me, just because I don't see any activity, but you guys have got much lower noise levels. So let me know if you guys can find somewhere for us to slot in up there, or even 7199. Would that work?
I see maybe 7286. It's right below somebody else.
Yeah, 7286 is good for me, but I don't know. Does that work for everyone else? Is there any noise up there?
Yeah, we're good down to 275 as far as I can tell.
All right, let's try it. Let's QSY to 7286 N6MUD.
K5BLA.
KJ6LA.
KB7 OBJ.
And unavailable. I didn't have to do that. I'm just so used to doing that. Okay, the PureSignal improvements are bomb diggity. I gotta say, absolutely huge improvement there.
Okay, I should be tuned up here now. K5BLS.
Oh, you're sounding, you're looking good, everything.
All right, N6MUD. Oh yeah, look at that PureSignal. It instantly corrected like in less than half a second.
See, and Craig, this is a prime example. When we came up here, we would have blown out initially, and it would have taken a second for things to fall in line. Nope, just instantly. Nope, no issue.
KJ6LA.
Hey, Smitty, I got one quick.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
Making copies.
Yes, you found it. I love it.
All right,
I
guys,
love
this
it.
is
I love it.
an example of my interference where
I did find
the phasing control really makes a
Making
difference there.
copies.
If I can get it right.
Oh, what are you serious? Let me let people
So there's phasing control enabled. There's phasing
Okay,
control
this is
disabled.
actually for
Quite
our
a big
friend. Did
difference.
Mark make it up here, CCA? If he did, here we go.
Mark,
I can do that.
Mark said he'll be right back, so he'll find us. And I sent an email or a text to Scott to let him know we're up here. So I don't know, Scott. Hopefully you can find us up here in N6MUD live streaming on YouTube.
And to the fine folks that are, well, are they listening or watching us? Kind of creepy when you say it that way. But for you shortwave listeners or you folks that are out there on the good old YouTube, please now don't be shy. We are now in the general portion, and we are accepting check-ins. Nope, I better not say that. Let's see if I say that, people are going to start checking in.
You mean you're expecting radio checks?
Exactamundo.
You guys copy N6RV.
Oh my gosh!
I hear you.
He's good.
Scotty!
Hey boys, how you doing N6RV?
You got some wire back in the air?
Stand by, I gotta just tune up here, hold on.
Well, I was able to get the monitor sensor put back in line today, and found a power plug that I can actually use on the MFJ. So now I am using just the roller inductor tuner, and man, I must say, the amp is much happier. 1.03 SWR, full power out, 0 watts reflected. It's fantastic.
Show off.
And Jeff, you're on the loop, right?
Jeff, you sound good at your location. Smitty is sounding great, man. Haven't heard you in a while. I've been on a hiatus for about 3 months, so I got wire back up in the air, and I'm voodooing right now, so there you go. N6RV from Mission Viejo. And my friend up in Seattle who texted me earlier, if you're listening in on the stream that I gave you, this is your pal, Scott, down here in Mission Viejo. I know you can't broadcast because you don't have your license yet, but I hope you're listening in. Anyway, just a little blurb from my pal up in Seattle. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming up here to 7286, where the lowlanders, you know, the downtrodden are that just aren't as smart as the rest of you guys that haven't gotten the extra yet. But I'm going to get there. I'm going to be like the rest of you guys here soon enough. N6RV.
You know what, Scotty? We forget. I mean, completely forget. But man, it's good hearing your voice. We heard from James. You had some antenna issues there. I guess something fell or something. I don't know. I don't remember the exacts, but I remember hearing that it was a bad situation there. And I also heard that you may have acquired some property closer to that grandbaby of yours. So I think you told me, maybe you told me that. That's old news. But at any rate, congratulations.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're going to be neighbors with James. I'm going to be still living down here in Mission Viejo, but I'll be going up to Idaho, in Eagle, Idaho. That's the city. Several times a year. I'll be going up there for a week or two at a time, and I'll get a radio in there and some antenna up there. And so, yeah, I'll be calling you guys from Idaho from time to time. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, we know we're gonna hear you. So, see, aren't you happy you held on? Did you still hold on to that old? Was it a 7000 MK2? I think you had in a box unused. There you go. You got your Idaho ESSB rig right there if you kept it. But yeah, congratulations on that, man. We've been talking to James a lot, obviously. He's got that fancy new amplifier. He's happy. My fancy new amp is working great. I love it. And we're running this new Thetis now with improved PureSignal. So myself, let's see, Jeff, Craig, we should all be beautiful blocks of cheese.
Yep, it looks really good. And yeah, I'm going to be all set up ESSB up there in Idaho too. And yeah, really looking forward to it. And you got the Lux, right? You got the Lux, the Mercury Lux.
I do. I've got the Mercury Lux. The only problem I've had, which it's not specific to the Lux, it's specific to my setup, is because I didn't normally, prior to this, run full legal. So now that I have the ability to go a full 1.5K, for example, I wipe out our cable modem service and probably the neighbor's service as well. So I've been trying to troubleshoot that and working on that solution. So for now, limited to about 750 watts before things start to get a little gnarly.
Well, you're 10 over here right now, and everybody's sounding so good. Anyway, good to hear you, Smith, and everybody else, N6RRV and Radio Freeland down here in Mission Viejo.
Hey, Scott, did you ever get that ribbon microphone?
Funny you ask. No, I haven't gotten it yet, but it's on. It's just about ready to be ordered up. I had to find the right one, and there's several of them on Reverb and different prices. They all run between about $1,900 to about $3,000. So I was looking for the right one, the right cosmetics, the right ribbon, because interestingly enough, some of them have longer ribbons and thicker ribbons than others. And I was talking to some guys who I know ribbon mics, and the thicker and the longer the ribbon inside the microphone gives you a thicker, warmer sound. So I'm looking for that longer, thicker ribbon, because I certainly don't know how to install it. So that's what I'm looking for, and I think I found it. So, yeah, I'll be getting that, and you're going to hear me on an RCA 1950-1960 vintage microphone coming up here pretty soon.
Oh, that's going to be outstanding. Did you, I know Dennis had one from his radio station for a little bit. Did you hear him on that?
No, I did not, and I was been bugging him to get it on there, and boy, I'd love him to have him sell it to me, but I just don't think they're going to do that. But no, I did not hear him, and I understand he sounded really nice.
Oh, he sounded great. The other gentleman here could testify to that as well. Just amazing, and even without, I don't think he even had any EQ on some occasions. Just sounded great. And I guess there's a place, I may have this wrong, but in Pasadena that will reconfigure the ribbon if you needed to have it upgraded or restored. So you can be in business with just probably the most amazing audio possible.
Well, isn't that what we all try to do? And you're right, there is a place that's AEA. It's in Pasadena, and they specialize in ribbon microphones.
Ah, that's just amazing. Yeah, so can't wait. Don't want to monopolize the conversation, but Scott, good to hear you, and look forward to hearing the story as the adventure continues. KJ6LA, SoCal.
Thanks, George. N6RRV.
Shout out real quick to someone on chat on the stream. Congratulations, KD8MKG, who just passed the extra exam this evening. Congratulations, man. I know that's a hard test, a lot of memorization, but welcome to the world of extra, and most likely that's going to be the last exam, amateur exam you ever have to take. So congratulations, man, and I'm sure you're going to start having fun on the extra portion.
Yeah, bravo, brother. Bravo, bravo. Quite the accomplishment, and now you can hang out in the dank and a moist basement with the rest of us.
And real quick, put in the comments there, how long did you study? How many weeks did it take you to study to get to passing that test? Give Scott some motivation here.
And probably a good time to throw in a quick shameless plug for anybody listening. We are live on YouTube tonight on the N6MUD YouTube channel. That's N6 Mike Uniform Delta, if you want to hear what you sound like to others. It's a great opportunity to do that, unfiltered. And then if you're curious why all of us outlaws are operating so wide, it'll give you a really good perspective of how we hear each other and why the heck we do it. WB1G.
I think I'd rather take another bar exam than that damn extra exam.
Yeah, don't worry about the why there, Scotty. Just memorize the answer and move on. That's how I was able to get through those damn questions.
Yeah, no kidding. I have no intention on learning the why. Not even close.
Yeah, I gotta say, that was one of the holdbacks that I had too, is because I was like, well, why is it that answer? And I just went, you know what? I don't care. I don't care what Sluscan TV's doing. I don't care what digital mode is doing this, because I'm not going to use that stuff. I'm not interested in it. But, for posterity's sake of passing the test, okay. C is the answer. Got it.
I'm sorry, did you say posterity?
Yes, like prostate, except, less, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Interesting that adding just 4 feet of coax in here today changed the tuning solution so dramatically. In the past I've not noticed such a big difference, but since having the roller inductor tuner, that little bit of extra capacitance makes a big difference.
Yeah, Jeff, I noticed on mine. Just changing the length of ladder line made a big difference for me. So I think coax would do the same, maybe the same. Maybe not the same, but a similar impact there.
Yeah, because all I did was I used a jumper to come up to the monitor sensor from the amplifier, and then the 4-foot jumper from the monitor sensor over to the MFJ tuner. And all my tuning solutions changed after that.
Ooh.
But I also now have a much better idea of what power I'm putting out, because this sample is much faster than the RF2K, and it is almost 200 watts difference. So when I said, oh yeah, I'm only doing 7, I was probably doing 8 or 9.
And the RF2K for the win, my friend.
Unlike the KPA, this thing doesn't even break a sweat. It's really nice.
Yeah, N6MUD, San Diego. So Jeff, I'm kind of curious. You're on your loop, right? You've got the loops fit of ladder line all the way to the house, and then you've got some. You don't have any balun, right? As far as I know, and you go directly. Well, maybe you can explain it. What happens once it goes from ladder line? Do you have any balun, or are you using the balun inside the tuner? I can't remember your setup there.
Well, there's only a current choke inside the valve. That's it, 1-to-1. And yeah, it goes ladder line directly into the back of the tuner, and then from the tuner it goes into the monitor sensor now, so I can actually see what the power is and monitor the SWR a little bit closer, and then down to the amplifier, and that's it. The amplifier's in bypass.
That right there, my friend, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Yeah, and it is, the cable is literally 12 inches away from all the audio gear here and everything, and no RF issues, none.
Oh yeah, they'll fire up the Yaesu and tell me if that remains.
Oh no.
You're like, I'm not falling for that again.
Oh, dear God, no!
And Scott, I got a comment here. KD8MKG said he studied just over the weekend. He just memorized the question pool. I got to tell you there, KD8MKG, if it only took you a weekend to study, my hat's off to you. It took me about a week to study. So you did it studying in a weekend. That's pretty impressive. What do you think, Smitty?
Oh yeah, it took me a solid week, and I did it like Thanksgiving week when I was bored stiff in the desert, and it took me a good week. So yeah, congratulations, man. If you were able to do that and turn and burn, more power to you, man.
Yeah, I think that was the only good thing that came about from my mom's multiple stays with the hospital was I had a lot of time to sit there and study, so that did help out. That pushed me forward for sure.
Yeah, that'll do it. Same thing for me. I was bored stiff, so I'm like, all right, well, ham study it is.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm going to have to hit the sack. Got to get up fairly early tomorrow, go to work, so stuck around for a little bit, and here's some old, not necessarily old, some familiar voices, let's put it that way. Good to hear everybody. Anyway, from SoCal, Northern Southern California, since Craig's here, good night all. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, and hopefully we'll catch you soon. KJ6LA, Granada Hills. Good night.
It was
Hi, George. Good hearing you as always.
It was great hearing you out here, my friend. WB1G.
Thank you, sirs.
Good night, George, KB7 and OBJ.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, definitely, George. Have a good evening. And you just had a comment from Wisconsin. Great audio into Wisconsin from 1040 North. So there you go. Have a good evening, George. 7-3s.
Oh, I can't let this go. What part of Wisconsin is this gentleman or lady from? Just curious. We have family back there.
Go ahead there, 1040 comment, and I'll relay the message there. Whereabouts in Wisconsin are you?
And for the 1040 North 17H, I think that's what it says, the Wisconsin station. Are you hearing us over the air in Wisconsin? Northeast is what he said.
Northeast, like what's in your town?
Yeah, Smitty, I wonder if he's just streaming us or if he actually hears us through RF. That's interesting.
Hey, Craig, you want to give that a shot? Mana to walk?
Mana to walk. Okay. Yeah, we have relatives not too far from Wausau. And so when someone says Wisconsin, have great memories going back there, summer vacation, stuff like that. So nice to hear someone from Wisconsin. Congratulations, and thanks again for checking in.
George, so funny. I've got family in Racine and Kenosha, the southeast side of the state. So, yeah,
holy cow,
also
hey,
Wisconsin
we're brothers.
Connection.
We're brothers.
Yeah, and he said he's copying on his Yaesu FT710, so he's actually hearing you through RF, George, so there you go.
That's amazing. Wow. Love Wisconsin, great state. So nice to hear Wisconsin. I guess he's communicating through the chat on YouTube, but he's hearing us direct.
Copy that. Maybe we should give him a break. If you want to see if we can hear you there, I'm not sure what your call sign is, but or I'm not even sure if you're licensed. But if you can transmit, let us know, and we'll leave a break, and we'll see if you can if we can hear you. We've got quite a few stations out here. Maybe one of us can hear you.
I am listening attentively, and I've brought
Nothing
up
here,
Utah
guys.
just as a
N6RB.
secondary measure.
Oh, he's not licensed yet. So study their 1040 North and get that pass that technician, knock that one out, and pass a general, or do what a couple guys here on chat are trying to do, is knock both of them out on the same testing day. So good luck with that. We look forward to actually hearing you on the air.
I second that. Yep, just get bored enough. Find nothing to do, and then just ham study the hell out of it. And I mean it. I definitely recommend that as a method. They're going to go through the entire test pool with you. And here's the bottom line, my friend, okay? It's good to understand how all this works. And with time, you will learn. But the real learning begins once you start communicating with people, learning about antennas, understanding balance and 4-to-1s, and building your first DIY antenna. That's where the learning begins. And that, for me, is not the book. And it's not ham study. So my point, study up with ham study. Get her done, take the test, even if you've got to, just be a good test taker and memorize, and then you start to learn. Good luck, my friend.
I like that, Smitty. Take the test, get qualified, learn later.
And sometimes, here's the bottom line. Sometimes you're going to make a mistake. I have in this hobby actually made a mistake and hurt a piece of gear. It's painful. I hope it doesn't happen to you, but I'll raise my hand and say it has happened to me. WB1G Sacred Tomatoes. Learn as you go. I agree with you, Godzilla Biff. Godzilla Biff? No, Godzilla Bill. God, I need to get glasses. Holy shnikes.
Hey, Craig, I worked on my Roger beat for you today.
Oh yeah, give me a sample there, Jeff.
Okay, well, here's my official 10-4 Roger beep, over.
Oh, that sounds like your courtesy tone on All Star.
Almost. That's actually my ID timer, but, it works in the same fashion, so everybody knows when I unkey.
I stole your idea. I have the Motorola Squawk that plays. And it plays in my headphones, and it plays over the air, too. So if I'm mid-speech, every once in a while you'll hear it. Yeah. There you go, man.
Yeah, that's basically all that is. It's just the 2175 and I think probably 1850 channel select tone that used to be present on all the tone signaling stuff, and then the MDC 1200 burst that would ordinarily be heard, but it's muted by most Motorola receivers, so that's why it just goes chirp.
Yeah, you said burst.
Yeah, that's what she said.
No.
Earlier, I believe the words moist and dank were used.
What?
Yes, Smitty. That combination of two words should never be put together. That's just wrong.
Moist and dank? Yeah, they don't belong. I'm sorry. Listen, you can report me to the FCC for that use of moist and dank. It's WB1G@IDon'tCare.com. You can send your mail right there. Godzilla Bill, hello there. K4IBC. Good to meet you, sir. Thanks for jumping in the chat. Godzilla Bill, tell us, how did you get that alias, if you will? Everyone's got a story, and I got to wonder, Godzilla Bill, are you a big dude?
Can anybody hear this guy? I don't hear anything.
No, So he's in the it's funny. We're talking to him and he's replying in the YouTube chat. Sorry about that, Scotty. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I was wondering, what am I missing here?
You're like, damn, that loop is really working for you, Smith.
No kidding. I was going to say, I'm going out there and I'm taking this antenna down, putting up the back up to the loop.
I do like me my Delta loop, my friend. I'm real happy with it.
You know, it's really funny. I had the loop up there, Smitty, and the wind and the guy's tree next door interfered with my antenna. I had to pull the whole thing down. So now I got a inverted V, like a dipole situation going on, and it's just as effective as my loop was.
If you remember, I ran an off-center fed dipole, and it was flat top on the long side and inverted V on the short leg, and I still think it did good. It didn't hear as well as this antenna though does, so that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm hearing all you guys basically the same as it was before. Everyone's about 10 over or so, but yeah, so it's it's all in the antenna. However you configure it, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I'm really pleased with this one.
30 over, Scott, on that last one.
Yeah,
come on now, talk to me, Craig.
Scott.
That huge signal there, inverted V's making a 30 over 9 signal right into San Diego there, Scotty. So good job.
Yeah, and I heard James really well the other day. He was coming in about 10 over on. I think he was operating about 400 or 500 watts at the time.
All right, guys, I'm gonna bail on you. The hi-fi room is calling.
Catch you later, Chris. Take it easy, man. Hopefully you feel better.
Yeah, take care, man. Take care of yourself, all right, Chris? Good talking to you, man. 7-3.
Yep, I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. KB7, Open Jet Phoenix.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Godzilla Bill, copy the Ford 7.3 liter. That's where he got his name from, Smitty. That makes sense, huh?
Oh man, you're a Ford guy. I'm sorry. I grew up with a 77 Chevy 454 7.4 liter V8 big block. Hi. I had a whole extra 0.1 liter to your silly little Ford.
Smitty, for a young guy, that must have sucked up a lot of gas for a young guy that didn't make much money back in the day, right?
Hey, listen, I don't like what you're saying right now. I think I got a whole 6, maybe 7 miles to the gallon, and I drove like a bat out of hell. Of course, if you've got a 454 big block under the hood, you're burning out just randomly just to have fun. But oh yeah, man, I had such a great time. Way too much power for a 16-year-old male, for sure. Yeah, but boy, it was fun. Gas was back then, I want to say about 89 cents a gallon, but you're right. For somebody making $5 or $4.75 or $5 an hour minimum wage, it was a lot. But damn, I really love that truck.
Yeah, but $20 filled up the tank. Now, $20, you can't even take the thing out of. Well, you know what I'm saying.
And
The gas last night, and I filled up the tank last night. It cost me $101.
Wow, you're lucky. My truck is, I think, $160.
yeah, my Land Cruiser at Costco's $140.
When I was growing up in high school, the muscle cars was really in, the Camaros, the Super Sports, the Chevys, And I can remember my brother worked at Chevron down at the corner, and the gas went from 24 cents a gallon to 26 cents a gallon. And at the dinner table, my dad was yelling at my son, "Why are you guys increasing the price on the gas down there?" He from 24 cents to 26 cents a gallon. I'll never forget that.
If you think about percentage-wise, that's like, I don't know, like at least 5 or 6% just in one. That's quite a bit of, that's 2 cents a gallon. That's quite a bit percentage-wise.
Yeah, I hear you. And for a guy, my dad was, he was earning $24,000 a year raising 6 boys. And every penny counted in our household. We didn't have a whole lot.
And Smitty, can you imagine Can you imagine your son who just recently got his driver's license and is driving his car around? Can you imagine him having that Chevy truck? I mean, Jesus, I think you'd be stressed out like crazy, right, if he was driving around on that big truck.
So it was even worse, and I'll tell you a really funny story why I shouldn't have had that much power as a kid. I actually got in my only accident at about 16 and a half, 17 years old, and I was driving that 454 big block. I was in the fast lane on 280 in San Jose. And this hippie van, and I'm sorry for saying hippie van, VW bus kind of hippie style van was stopped directly in front of me, or he stopped super rapidly. I wasn't paying close enough attention. I locked it up, and I hit that son of a you-know-what so hard, and the back of that van just looked like terrible. And I had one of those big, obnoxious brush guards. Got out, the brush guard got pushed in, pulled the brush guard off, replaced it, and that was my damage. His damage, much, much worse. But, Craig, to directly answer your question, no, I cannot imagine him having that kind of power. And that's why he drives a 2016 Toyota Corolla. And I think there are just little mice in there that power that thing. It is gutless.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the fact that gas is $5.50 a gallon, whatever it's going to be. He'll appreciate that, Smitty. I'm sure he'll save himself some money. And I can't imagine the insurance on a big truck like that for a young teenager these days. That would be really expensive.
Yeah, right.
Especially
the Corolla. I think the tank total, I think it's a 10-gallon tank, and I think when it asks you to fill up, it's maybe 8 gallons. And I'd say he gets about 350 miles off 8 gallons. So yeah, that's he goes forever in it.
Yeah, is the stream buffering for anyone? There's a comment in there saying the stream's buffering for a particular person, but I don't see any buffering on my side. But if it's buffering for you guys, let me know. As far as I can tell, on my end, everything looks good from the streaming side.
That's my fault. My apologies. When I transmit full legal, I cause the entire internet to slow down. It's my fault, everybody. I raise my hand.
Yes, Smitty takes down all of the West Coast when he keys up that big amplifier of his.
You know what the saddest thing is the neighbors, they receive over-the-air television. And I realize there's obviously quite a spread between the frequency I'm on and over-the-air television. Oh, WB1G, by the way. See, did you hear my squawk? But at any rate, their TV antenna is literally 4 feet from the loop. So I do wonder, like in a moment like right now, I'm not full eagle right now, but I'm about 700 watts. And so I'm like, what am I doing to their TV reception?
And I'm assuming they'll tell you, wouldn't they come over and knock on your door and tell you if you were actually causing interference?
You know, I got a great relationship with them, and so I would suspect that they would tell me that. So maybe it's doing nothing. I don't know. I mean, it's digital TV these days. Is the signal to noise? I mean, I helped them install their TV antenna, and I line that sucker up, and they've got good SNR. But so maybe I'm not.
Smitty, how many?
I don't even know.
Smitty, how many watts are you driving the Lux with?
I'm getting about 700 out, and I'm putting in 8 or 9. I can't tell exactly. I got to calibrate the Anan here, but I think it's pretty close to accurate. Maybe 9 watts.
You know, that's what's really nice about the Lux. It doesn't take much to run it. I'm looking at my power right now, and I'm putting into my Lux about 13 watts and putting out 1400, and that's the beauty of the Lux. What kind of reflected power does it show for you?
Well, with the loop now, my match is really, really good. So I'm actually showing 0 because the match between the PAL-Star and the amp is 1 to 1.1. And so, yeah, it's actually showing 0.
Well, on this frequency, that's great. Yeah, I usually run anywhere from 5 to 10 watts reflective, which which is, minuscule, but that's good numbers on there, Smith. And your temperature, I'm running about 107 Fahrenheit. What are you running?
Ooh, I'm in Celsius, so I'm at 49C right now. I'll tell you what, though, compared to the SPE, and not that the SPE was a bad amp, but when I was running the SPE, I would easily get above 50C, and the fans would be just cruising. Just sounds like a jet engine in here. I see I'm 50C right now on temperature, and I'm still, the fan max mode hasn't kicked on. I can't hear the fan.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard my fan. The beauty of the Lux, and well, that's what you get for about $5,000, Smitty.
What was that, Craig? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Wasn't me, was it Jeff?
Oh, I thought there was a double there.
I said that's how the KPA was too.
Yeah, talk about efficiency, man. I'm really impressed. Yeah, I just took a look here. I bypassed, and it's about 8 watts. So 8 watts in and about 700 out.
Those are good numbers, real good numbers, Smith.
Well, there were a couple of wise hams out here that said, you know what your next amp should be there, Smitty? I'd go with one of those Luxes. Yeah, you want one of those Luxes. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I wanted a Merc 3 originally, and nothing about, I just wasn't patient enough on that list, and I ended up buying the SPE, and hey, I got great use out of it. It has a new owner now, he loves it, but I got finally what I wanted, which was a Mercury amp, and instead of the 3, well, back then the 3 was like $2,600, so it was the best bang for the buck when it came to an amp. But now that they've come up in price and they're closer to the price of the Lux, it's like, hey, if I'm going to do it, buy once, cry once. WB1G, Sacra Tomatoes.
Yeah, we've got Mike. Mike, who's SWLing this evening, K6MS. He has a question. I'm not sure about this. Maybe Jeff, you know this. But he said he switched to us from LSB to DSB, so double sideband. And he says that we sound even better on DSB. Now he's kind of curious, why would that be? And I've got no idea. In fact, I've only used DSB one time. Does anyone have any information on DSB mode in Thetis?
It may have changed his bandwidth setting on his receive filter.
That's true. So double sideband is what is that, Jeff? If I remember correctly, you transmit on upper and lower at the same time. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, but the bandwidth, his receive filter, he'd have to check that and see.
It's true. So Mike, that's true. So if you were, say, receiving us at like 3 kilohertz wide and you switched to double, at that point, I think it may put you to 6 kilohertz wide or something. I don't know.
But Mike, you understand the RX filter on your radio and everything like that. So, I mean, he runs Thetis pretty regularly. So, yeah, I can't think of a reason why double sideband or dual sideband, whatever, why that would make us sound any different. Because all of us are cut right at the, we're just lower sideband. So, yeah, weird. Well, there's a station in there, and I only heard you because I have the Utah SDR up in my right ear, and you were very, very soft. But let me bring the log up in case I can hear you when you try again. I'll get you in the log here. But we're streaming on YouTube, so worst case scenario, you can come on there and say hi. But come back with a call, and let me see if I can get a copy on it.
America 6 to Denmark to Denmark. America 6 to Denmark. A 6 to DD, Riverside, Southern California. Go ahead.
Okay, let me make sure I got that. Alpha 6, Delta Delta. QSL?
Yeah, he's in Riverside. Real weak copy.
I'm real sorry. I'm having such a tough copy. I got Alpha 6, Delta Delta. That's at least what I copied. And sorry if I got that wrong, but maybe give it one more shot. But yeah, what kind of are you QRP? Could you give me a QSL for your QRP? Okay, I heard QRP, and I heard something, would you say a mag loop or a coax loop or something like that? Again, forgive me, but yeah, you're definitely low power. That would explain it. And I am struggling to pull you out of the noise, but I am hearing 40%.
Yeah, it's a coaxial loop. Coaxial loop is correct. A coaxial loop is correct. The name is Will, Whiskey Item Lima Lima. And you have the call correct. America 6, Denmark. Go ahead.
Okay, it's Will. Good evening, Will. It's really good to meet you, man. Again, really, really hard copy for me. I'm going to see if any of the other guys can maybe pick you up better. But Will, and again, did I get the call right? Give me 3 QSLs in a row. Alpha Alpha 6 Delta Delta, or what was the last 2 letters? I feel like I may have them wrong.
I can copy it, Smitty. You got it right. AA6DD is his call sign out of Riverside, running QRP.
Got it. All right.
Loud and clear down here.
Yeah, Will. I've got a pretty good copy. I mean, not a really good copy. You're above my noise in San Diego. So, yeah, that little QRP station is making the trip to San Diego. I'm about maybe 90 miles south of you.
What is a coaxial loop?
It's probably one of those little loops, those like loops that are like 8 foot in diameter or 6 foot in diameter with a big, huge capacitor at the bottom.
Okay, interesting. Like a mag loop type thing, I guess?
Exactly, yeah. Mag loop with coax for the radiating element.
Roger. Okay. Well, Will, good to connect with you, man. You made a 500-mile trip up to Sacramento, and I did copy most of that. So, that the little engine that could is doing it. You got it, brother. I got you in the log here as well. So. Best to you. I see you like to be called Will, but your name is Wilson, like the character from the old Home Improvement show, the guy on the other side of the fence. I don't know if that reference is lost, but when I think Wilson, that's what I think of.
Most people say basketball, the Wilson basketball high, but it's from Woodrow Wilson. And that's what says in the United States. Woodrow Wilson. Go ahead.
That was unfortunately a negative copy for me, but hey, I got you in the log. Hopefully you got me. And by the way, Jeff, yeah, that kind of dates it right there, right? Because a millennial, or I would say a Gen Zer, will automatically think of Wilson the ball from Castaway. But us Gen Xers, we think of growing up watching like Home Improvement, for example, and the next door neighbor Wilson on the other side of the fence. So there you go, generational gaps.
QSL.
All right, QSL there, Will. Good to hear you, man. Well, not the most effective radiating antenna that I've heard on the air, but I mean, hell, he made the contact. That's the whole. What is the from the manual? You use the least amount of power to make the contact. Well, Will just did that.
Yeah, but we know, Smitty. For most of us, life is too short for QRP, but for Will, he's making the most of it, so congratulations.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you. We'll take 73.
Will, for what it's worth, I can copy you pretty good down here in Mission Viejo, Will, so FYI.
Did his amp cut out?
Hey, check the lux.
Hey, Scott, did conditions go, or is your amplifier off?
Geez, I'm still thinking about that, Smitty. $5,000, I think they run almost brand new, about $5 grand.
Hey, Scott, did Did your amplifier cut out, or did conditions just go?
Oh, no. I was on standby. Is that a little better?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're not as strong. I think the band's going long, but at least I can hear you better now.
Yeah, the band's getting a little long, and you dropped down to about an S9 from 20 over. So, yeah, the band is starting to move a little bit.
He's only an S5 here.
Yeah, boy, you fell off the cliff, bud.
Can you still hear me, Smitty?
Oh, yeah, you're 15, 20 over to me. It's weird.
Yeah, something else is going on there, I think.
Yeah, Jeff, you're down to about a 5. 5 by 5, buddy.
I think it's just conditions.
Or maybe your antenna's still up and everything, right? You're not getting any weird weather down there, right?
You talking to me, Smith?
I am. See, that's weird. That time you popped back up to +5. I think it might just be the conditions in the path. Okay, sorry about that. We were overanalyzing your signal there, Scott. You kind of you jumped off the cliff into the ocean.
Well, hold on, stand by.
Hey, good evening, gentlemen. KB6ZYJ, Appley Valley.
Hey, Scott, just got me thinking. Check your audio chain. Is your processor still on? Are you driving enough? Are you driving audio? Something's just different. And Apple Valley Scotty #2, hey, you're booming.
Well, thank you, but I'm going to take a standby while you guys fix Scott #1, because he is Scott #1.
He's the OG.
That doesn't mean old gargoyle, does it?
Yeah, you're making me uncomfortable again.
And?
Yes, Scott, I don't mean to pick on you, but I checked the audio chain and see if there's something level-wise or something that went offline or bypassed or something like that. Jeff, do I sound crazy, or is it audio-related maybe? The reason I'm saying that is because every once in a while when you're talking to me, you'll swing up to +5, and there's just a lot of variation, like I'm seeing from S6 to +5 in your audio.
I don't know. I think it's the band, because I'm probably doing the same, right, Smitty?
No, you're 15 over.
I don't know what it is, Smith. I do know what it is, but I'm too embarrassed to tell you what it is.
See, you're 20
So just call it a non-issue. I'm back up to where I should be. I'm at 1450 watts right now. You're hearing me just fine right now, Smith.
Oh yeah. It's buried. It's in the red.
Yeah, now you're 30 over there, Scott, so it's fixed.
Yeah,
I think that translates to operator
I gotta
error.
tell you, it's been a long day, and I had a switch at one position that should have been in another position. You know, I got when I go from microphone to Anan, from microphone to this to the 950 Voodoo, I got to make sure all the switches are in the right position. So I had one of them in a position it shouldn't be in. I was just flipping them around here, so I'm good to go.
At your age, you really should probably not get in those positions anymore. That's a young man's game. Maybe your son is at a prime age for that, but you're too old for that position.
You know what? I'm too old to have too many pieces in the rack. I'm too old to have too many radios. Too old to be thinking about ESSB, but God, it sure is fun, though, and it's nice to have nice audio. So I'm going to go with the risk.
Well, you're never too old for too many radios.
If you were that old, you'd be Scotty #2. You're still Scotty OG, though.
Yeah, you know, at the office, they call me Scotty D. Scotty D. For my first initial of my last name, Scotty D. That's my nickname when I'm at the office doing my thing. It's Scotty D.
I guess some people still work Alpha Bravo 6
amateur radio, and had somebody come back to me and call me Scotty, I'd have a lot of dollars.
You know, up until the past couple of years, the only person that ever called me Scotty was my mother. And then, you know, later on in my career, people call me Scotty. They just do. And it's kind of like what I go now, but it's Scotty, so that's cool. I'm good with it. Up at Delta.
KK7 out there. Go ahead. No, no net, just a bunch of guys rack chewing over.
Okay, James is coming on the band. I can tell you how I know, but I know. And, hey, Salem, you're sounding good here into Sacramento, California. Nice and strong. I'd give you a proper signal check, but I got distracted easily. Okay, excellent. Yeah, you're about an S8.5, but 5.9 copy, nice and clear, but about an S8.5, almost S9 on your peaks.
Overachiever.
Okay, be careful, because we were talking to the guy down south there, Scott, and he put himself in a position that he just is too old to do these days. So be careful. Don't put yourself in a position there, old man.
Okay, let's try it now. How's my signal doing now? Kilo 7, Papa Delta, India.
Much better.
Wow, what a big difference.
Or improved. You're 10 over to me in Sacramento now.
And
Very
you
loud,
turn over,
but lots of RF
S9
on the
to me
audio.
in Apple Valley, California, southwest portion of the Mojave Desert. KB6ZYJ.
Go again, Jeff. What were you saying?
He's much louder, but lots of RF on the audio.
I didn't catch it on the first round.
Well,
Come back in again.
One more time. There you are. I'm pushing you 350 watts from Salem, Oregon on my Telecraft 500, and I'm putting in 14 as far as the input, and coming out with actually 400 watts right now at 14 input. So I don't know how that's sounding right now, but you guys are sounding really good there.
Yep. Still lots of RF coming along with you on the audio. It's crackling and popping a little bit. So, yeah, getting some ingress into the microphone.
Okay, copy. I'll try that, and thank you for the update on the report. Appreciate you guys taking my call. Kilo 7, Papa Delta, India.
Idaho.
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, you went from like an S9 to 20 plus, but yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you'll get it figured out.
Good evening, Idaho.
We're so back.
You're loud.
I had to retard the power a little bit. It's about 200 watts here. A true 200 watts, not like before. But I'm going to get a new AFCI. I'm already look up on Amazon and hit the order button.
And not the Italian 200 watts.
No, it's not make-believe. It's real deal.
Real watts.
And it's not going to be an Eaton one, right? It's going to be another brand. Is that right, James?
These Eatons are a problem, so we're not going to deal with that anymore. We're going to get some German one.
I missed it. What are you having a problem with the power supply?
No, it's breaker again. It's when I get around 350, it's right the sweet spot for tripping it, and I'm sick of it, so I'm going to throw out those two.
I see. Okay. Am I throwing out a bunch of ugly stuff? It looks like it on the screen here. It's not staying very linear.
I don't see it. Where's the dB at? Is it down like 70?
I'm not seeing PureSignal correcting or doing anything, so I don't know. But it just started. It's on both sides of the bandpass. It's weird.
You're looking solid down here.
Version of 16.
You look brick wall to me, Jeff.
Reason I'm asking.
Which
Yeah, no.
version are you on?
I'm on the new one.
Now, there might be some hiccups. I had that happen to me yesterday when I rebooted the rig and then it went away. So I don't know if it's like rig specific or if it's a timing issue with the firmware or if it's Thetis. Couldn't tell you. But if it happens to me, I'll call it out.
Roger.
But Jeff, to me, you look pretty clean. There's no IMD.
Okay, yeah, it's showing up on my screen here, and it wasn't doing this earlier. So I don't know, just weird. It, like I said, it just started in the last couple transmissions, and it looks fuzzy, like it was trying to correct, like from before with the old version. But anyway, okay. Hopefully it's clean and we're all good and nothing ugly. And I'm trying to watch the stream here as I'm talking. So, all right, looks good on your end. K5 BLS Carson City.
That sounds nice and clean down here. James, nice to have you aboard. Sounding good. How do you copy up there in Meridian,
Flip
Idaho?
that switch again.
The amp is off.
Hey, Scotty, did your amp trip?
Oh, sorry, I was tuning up. I had it on standby. There you go.
User
1,500
error.
watts. James, you copy?
Yeah, I copy. Which radio are you on?
I'm on the Voodoo machine right now.
Yeah, I like the sound of it. Sounds really nice.
Yeah, how do you copy? How's the signal strength coming up there?
Have you at 15 over?
Oh, good. So you can hear me nice. What's going on? Your amplifier? You're not running it?
No, I'm running it. It's about maybe 250 on max peak, but I'm tripping my breakers consistently, so trying to avoid that.
What's the remedy?
Throw out the breaker and get a new one that's not as susceptible.
Sounds like a trip to Home Depot.
No. We're swinging for the fence and getting much better than what Home Depot provides.
Okay. I know when I switched to 120 to 220 for my amp, I had them change a lot of my breakers in there. Just why? Because they've been sitting there for 30 years. It was time to do some upgrading.
These are running the newer types of breakers that are super duper sensitive to RF apparently. And I've had enough of it, so new chapter on that.
Arc fault interrupters.
Well, getting the amplifier and having the breakers turn on you, that is objectionable. So yeah, get the new breakers so we can hear the 500 to 600 watts going out.
How am I showing up here at 250?
S9, sounding good. I mean, good copy. About an S8 to S9, no problem. My noise floor is pretty low, so I can hear everything pretty good.
No, I do have the EcoFlow fully charged now, so I got it in line here in pass-through mode. I'll turn it up. I'll put it up to 500 here. If the breaker goes out, then I'm not missing out on anything. Give me a moment.
You're 5 over here, James.
Yeah, 5 over here as well.
And 5 over here as well.
Okay, here is a true 500, whiskey sugar 7 kilo.
Now you're starting to cook good in here, man. About 5 over. Sounds good.
At 10 over here.
Jeff, if that was you transmitting, I think you need to reboot Thetis.
Someone just transmitted with like 100 kilohertz wide signal.
Yeah, I have a feeling because I did that yesterday for a brief moment, and I killed Thetis and rebooted it, and it fixed it. So I'll put that in the Discord to the guys saying, hey, after a few minutes, something happens here.
I had the
No,
same
no,
thing
it wasn't
earlier,
me.
in fact.
Was not you, Jeff, confirmed?
Negatory, was not me.
Oh, well, thank God for that. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
N6MUD live streaming YouTube.
Craig, any difference here at 500 for you?
A little bit. You're solid 5 over, peaking a little bit above that. So I don't know, man. It's not. I would expect you went from 2. You doubled your power, so I would expect maybe a couple dB there. But I see maybe 1 dB.
No, let me go back to 200 here in quick fashion. Any difference there?
Yeah. So you went from S9. You went down to S9. So with 500 watts, you're 5 over, and S9 with 200. That's more what I expect to see.
I concur.
Right, sounds mathematical.
And you're a fart smeller. I mean, a smart fellow. No, I absolutely agree.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Oh, your PureSignal's acting janky again?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Well, nope, now corrected. This is, I don't know, this is weird. It's doing some strange things this evening.
So Jeff, there's a new version that I think James may have emailed you. Check that out tomorrow if you got some time. Maybe that'll fix it.
Yeah, we'll see. I did a lot of screwing around in here today, so who knows? Maybe I pooched something.
In the title bar. Is that what you're running, Jeff?
Double. Go, James.
Is your title bar showing 8/4/26 as the date compiled, Jeff?
No, 7/31/26.
Okay, you're running.
Email from like an hour ago. I sent it out to all of you.
I'm running 0804.
As am I, and I have not had any PureSignal nonsense as of yet.
Okay,
I have
I'll
to
switch
say,
it tomorrow and see what happens.
I have to say, it didn't take me very long, by the way, Jeff. It took me like 2 minutes, but yeah, at any rate, I haven't had any abnormalities or weirdness there, James, since I put this on.
That's what she said, by the way.
I was setting the trap.
Now, whatever you've got going on with your PureSignal doesn't seem to be translating to your output.
Yeah, well, it's sometimes it shows that it's really wide and has hair growing on either side of the trace, and with this new version, typically it has not done that. But then other times I'll key up and it's perfectly, just a solid rail wall to wall. So it's weird. I'll try the new version tomorrow, see if that clears things up.
Any chance it might be just a little audio overload?
Nope, all my levels are just fine. They're all bouncing right off of 0.
Yeah, Jeff, you're 15 over on that last one, brick walled. So yeah, it's still playing well.
Yeah, good. I did bump up the power a little bit, so I'm running about 1,000 watts here. I just wanted to see if it was going to change anything, affect anything, auto-correct, any of that stuff. So I brought it up just a little bit.
I'm zoomed in real tight. I'm not seeing any hair.
I've been playing with the pin, the pin variable parameter. I've unchecked it recently, and I don't know if that has something to do with it or not, but I think that's like an experimental setting, but I've had it unchecked.
Okay, you doubled with somebody else in there. Try it again.
Somebody else go.
I might have been the somebody else, but I don't remember what I was saying. So go ahead, James.
The pin parameter and the amp view I have unchecked, but that's only me. I really don't know what it does. I have not read the literature on it yet.
Oh, you know what? That's what I'm missing. It did not bring up the amp view display like it ordinarily used to. That's what changed.
To grab some water. Be right back.
Yeah, it used to open up automatically. Huh, very interesting. Yeah, it's not showing a bow tie on here. It is like one big propeller.
So Jeff, it doesn't look like mine on the screen here. You don't have the 2 lines crossing over in the center like mine is right here, the red and the blue.
Negative. No, it looks like one big propeller blade. It's bulbous in the middle, and then it slims down towards the ends.
Yeah, something that's weird. And it was a propeller before, or you didn't really know since you never looked at it, right?
Yeah, well, since I switched to this new one, it didn't bring up the amp view anymore, and I just never noticed, because it used to open up automatically whenever I would start Thetis, so apparently that setting got lost when I put the new version in.
Jeff, it'll take you like 30 seconds to uninstall and put the new one on.
I know, Dad, but do I have to?
Do it now.
Oh, so you're one of them!
Well, anyway, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the amp's happy. I mean, it's 1.01 SWR. There's 0 watts reflected, and I've got 1150 going forward.
Sounding good. So you're saying that even when the 2496 is in bypass mode, it still does introduce something that impacts the drive of the amplifier. I find that very interesting.
Yeah, it did changes something. I don't know what it was, but now, I've got it set at 20 watts, and I'm getting well over 1,000 out. So yeah, big difference.
N6MS is here.
Hey, Mike.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, Mike. Good evening. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. Did you read that line I put in there about a dual sideband? It actually makes you guys sound better, and I have no reason why that might be.
It's your receive filter.
So what he's saying is likely what's happening there is when you go to double sideband, it opens up your receive filter to much wider. And if your receive filter right now is on like 3 kilohertz, then going to double will make it wider. But I'm kind of curious, can you confirm what's your receive filter at right now on lower sideband? Is it 5 or 6 kilohertz wide?
It's 6K wide now.
Okay, so now 6K wide, and you're saying that when you go to double sideband, we sound better.
It does. It may be just that it's louder, but it seems like it's richer. You may just try that while you're listening in.
Yeah, I've already done it. It doesn't change anything. So do you have a button that is labeled 6K, or are you just looking at a display somewhere?
Oh, my button is set for 6K.
Okay, so on your 6K setting, is it negative 6,000 and 0, or what is the actual setting when you right-click on that and go to property?
It says minus 100, minus 6100, width 6,000.
Oh, okay. So take that other, that 100 and make it 0.
And by the way, Jeff.
Go off at 100 hertz. That's the reason why it sounds better.
Hey, Jeff, can you confirm? Are you transmitting below 100? Because you lost a lot of your lows. I'm just noticed that right now.
Yeah, I hear that too.
Check out the stream. All I hear is mids and highs.
Hertz to 6,000.
Listen to yourself in the monitor.
Or listen to the stream. It sounds very nasally. It's not your normal sound now. It didn't sound like that earlier today.
Oh God, the whole thing's falling apart.
I don't think this is a Thetis. I would record yourself.
By the way, James, whatever you did, fixed it. The mic level's back up to 0. Looks good.
Actually,
amps off again.
it sounds the same to me, but maybe in that lower register I don't hear that well, so it's hard to tell.
I didn't hear your last transmission, James. Go ahead.
Your
I said I
amplifier
changed
is
that
off.
the lower to 0, and I don't hear a difference, maybe a little bit, but my hearing maybe just doesn't work as well down on that lower end.
There was a double with you, James.
Is your amplifier on? Confirm.
Hold on. It is on, but this was the problem earlier. For some reason, it's not triggering.
That's peculiar. Is it showing any power?
On the amp? No. Negatory. I mean, I'm on the Anan right now.
Did you flip the right switch?
I did.
You have the... yeah, I guess you would. Otherwise, the TTT wouldn't work.
I think, now, you know what? Funny, I had to kind of shake that little box, James, the little switch box, and now it's on. So there might be a little short in that, in the little switch box or something, because it intermittently just came right back on. So there you go.
Oh, well, it's cheap stuff. You know where it's made. But it sounds good.
30 over.
Now the mic level's back up to 0. I got the drive at 21 right now, so still putting out about 1400. So it's good. I think I might just have to get another one of those little switch boxes, something a little bit more better made.
Yeah, it looks clean. It sounds good, and it looks good on the remote. So I think it's done there. I put him on CM ASIO crate, so he's more direct with his UA preamp there.
Yeah, and Scott, you're 30 over, man, and you're brick walled. So, well, actually, interesting. I noticed some IMD to the right, but it could be another signal. But it could be blowouts from your PureSignal. I'm not sure, but anyway, at least you're 30 over 9. You sound good there, Scott.
Yeah, you know, you were transmitting. I saw a little blurb to the right. Kind of weird. I don't know what that is. But I'm looking at my waterfall. It looks pretty block of cheese-ish. So I'm going to go back to the 950, see if it makes any difference.
Somebody might be on 7290.
Great here in Big Bear, WA7CCA.
Mark.
Hey, Mark. And Scott, yeah, it was just someone else above us. Don't ignore my last statement there. You don't have any IMD. You're brick walled.
Yeah, okay, now I'm back on the Voodoo. Voodoo at 1500, actually almost 1600 watts. I don't know. I got to turn this drive down a little bit. But, yeah, so there's a little bit of whiskers. It's a little different on the cleanliness and the waterfall, but still sounds good.
Yeah, sounds better here.
Hey, spread them wings out, Mark.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was on what do you call it? The old buzzard net.
Oh, the chainsaw net.
Oh, okay, there we go. WA7CCA Big Bear.
Yeah, much better, Mark. Now you're a full 6.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of everything, isn't it?
And Smitty, when you did that, did you just take out your internet, man? Because that's one big dent signal.
That wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Jeff, any clue as to what's going on over there?
No, everything sounds fine to me.
Maybe it's something to do with the phasing. I don't know.
Yeah, Jeff, so when you listen to yourself just on the stream, let's go back a couple seconds, I don't hear any lows in your signal. I'm not sure what happened. I just don't hear the lows like I usually hear.
I don't know. Has to be band conditions, I guess.
My filter is negative 20 to 6,000, so I'm listening for the lows.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Are you hearing that, Mark, on Jeff's audio quality?
I'm going to have to listen a little bit longer to rule out any selective fading.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think it is.
There's a real hot peak at about like 2.5K.
And nothing here has changed.
I'm seeing a lot of energy concentration in the mids. Yeah, I think the spectral, distribution, you got a bunch of stuff on the low end, and then you got a dip, in the, somewhere in the mids, lower mids, and then you got a peak a little bit in the, in the voice range, and then you've got some accentuation there. I mean, that I'm not saying you do, but I mean that's how everybody is sounding. And what I'm seeing here on mine, I'm looking at my concentration, and I'm seeing a lot of stuff in the mids, a little bit of stuff coming out at times. With sibilance is, you can see that shoot up. And then, of course, the low end has a very, very dominant peak in it. And I think what Craig was hearing was pretty much most of the concentration right there in the mids. And you could probably see that on the waterfall.
Well, I'm hearing a lot of phase distortion.
Yeah, so, I'm hearing that too. So I wouldn't do anything at the moment. But I'm not seeing the usual suspect for selective fading. And usually we call that the barber pole effect. You see that slant going through the waterfall. I'm not seeing that.
I'd be curious, Jeff, if you pumped out some white noise for a second or two, how that would look on my end.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, again, I'm not going to touch anything. Oops, sorry about the echo.
There's a guy on Discord right now still saying there's some bugs in this Thetis here, but it seems like this Yuri guy is slowly getting rid of them.
Good deal. Welcome a couple people on YouTube here.
To the old version.
Hey, welcome there,
That's
Ken.
Not a bad idea. Be curious if there's any difference, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean that's
welcome
cool.
K5NET out of Oklahoma. Good evening.
And a reboot or whatever is necessary, and then come up on.
Can you hear us direct out of Oklahoma
to make that happen
on your radio? Are we coming in clear enough to where you can hear us over RF, Ken?
I mean, just nothing here has changed.
It makes a
with
simple shortcut.
The audio,
slightly different
none of the EQ, nothing.
On the
Well,
old one.
other than I took out the 2496 out of line.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely different, and so there's something that's changed, but I did prefer the last setup.
Yeah, Jeff. I wouldn't make any dramatic changes tonight. Let's see how it sounds tomorrow. It could just be conditions, but I doubt it. I don't see any candy cane on the waterfall. Welcome, Ken, out of Oklahoma, who's listening to us through RF on his 991A. And you'll notice there, Ken, K5 KET. when you compare our audio on to the stream to the audio that you're hearing on your 991A, we're doing ESSB, so it's much wider. Hopefully we sound a lot better on the YouTube stream versus live on your radio there. But welcome, thanks for listening in from N6MUD live streaming.
And K5 BLS Friday.
And WB1G Sacra Tomatoes.
And Jeff, you sounded completely different IDing, so it could be a selective fading. And I agree with Craig there. WA7CCA, Big Bear.
N7.
6ZYJ
Craig
Appleville.
and guys, just checking in. I heard you guys sounding great in Phoenix.
Rob, hey man, it's been a while. N7END, good to hear you, man.
Well, about 2 nights ago, we had a low of 97 degrees, so it's been quite an eventful week here. Swimming as much as I can, staying cool, enjoying the 71 degrees inside, and doing what we can to survive. It sounds like somebody tuning up out there. But anyhow, hello, Craig. I don't get much time often, but I do listen a lot, and I heard you guys for a while, and I just want to say I listen on the SDR, and hello to everyone. The guys that sent me the QSL cards, thank you so much, and I'll be listening.
Hey, Rob, good to hear you, man. 7-3, brother, WB1G.
Hey, Rob,
Okay,
sounding
I'm
good
gonna go
down
to my
here in
two-
Mission
my
Viejo.
car here, WB1G. Let's see, I can't find. Here we go. WB1G Smitty! I'm sorry, my friend. I'm getting old too. I'm just on a regular old ICOM 7300. Not much to compete with y'all, but I do have 43 pounds of aluminum in the air that make up for the other. Over?
Antenna. The aluminium is doing you well, my friend. You know what? I don't care if you didn't recognize my call right off. The excitement when you said Smitty well trumped anything that could have compared.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm still half there. Thank you guys for being concerned. But yeah, I know the voice. I just sounded stupid trying to say Mike, Jeff, oh, Smitty, I'm stupid. You know what I mean?
Well, I actually wear one of those shirts, the I'm with stupid shirt. And then when my wife is with me, she wears one where the arrow's pointed at me. So, I get it, man.
I've seen some funny shirts lately. I don't know if I can even say them on the air, but I will, because it's so freaking funny. You're in public going shopping and somebody has a shirt on with all these men around a campfire with hot dogs on their roasting sticks, and they're having a powwow, and all of a sudden it says it's all fun and games until somebody loses their wiener. I just started laughing. It was hilarious. I wanted a shirt like that. Over.
I have that shirt, that exact shirt.
That's it. I'm buying Smitty a shirt that says I'm not K5 BLS.
Okay. Well, good evening, gentlemen. I'll be up for a while because it is fairly hot still in the Valley of the Sun. And we're at our peak temperatures, and now we're going the other direction because we're losing a minute or so every day. And hopefully that catches up with the energy curve. But I'll tell you what, 97 degrees at night and 115, 118 in the day is doable. Oh, so I'll be listening.
How much power are you running tonight, Rob?
100 watts, ICOM 7300 barefoot. I disconnected my greenie weenie, the SP220, because I'm doing a lot of swimming. I'm 15 feet away from the swimming pool. I have 240 volt outlet. I'm just going to wait till things dry up a little bit, because I'm even wet right now as I speak to you, being in and out of the pool, dealing with the heat. Over?
Moist. There it is again. Okay, well, you got a great signal up here.
It's all about that antenna there, Rob. It's a big antenna. Good to hear you, Rob. And let's leave a break, guys. We got K5KET out of Oklahoma. He says he can hear us really loud out there, and he wants to see if we can hear him. So go ahead there, Ken. We'll listen out for you. Go ahead, Ken. See if we can hear you in Southern California, West Coast.
sort of hear him.
Yeah, I hear you there, Ken. I heard most of what you said there. You're about S7 into San Diego.
And Ken, Echo Tango, you're making it into Phoenix too.
Q5 in Big Bear.
Well, I can hear him on the Utah SDR.
Thank you for jumping in.
Join us often as much as you can.
Yeah, Ken. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. So whenever we're out here streaming, you can chime in, and hopefully we can hear you again. So thanks for stopping by.
Hey Ken, do you have a copy here, WB1G?
Smitty, you're in Mayday, man.
Smitty, you're like 20 kc wide.
I didn't do it. Oh.
Yeah. One of many, apparently.
Hey, James, Scott here. Hey, look, I can bring up the YouTube live rendition of the stream now. So whatever you did on Firefox doesn't look like I'm restricted, so looks pretty good.
Hey, real quick, James.
I figured out what it was, but I'm not going to bore you to tears what it was.
Yeah, it seems to be working just fine right now. For tonight, anyway.
You got some major malfunction happening there, so not sure what triggered it.
Okay, so right now I do as well. I'm showing I'm okay right now, but you're right. I did. I saw it. Oh no, I was like 100 kc wide. I didn't do a darn thing. So yeah, I think there's a bug there. All I did was two-tone, and it came right back. Guys, I'm still here, right? Block of cheese. Still WB1G, Sacker tomatoes.
Yes, Smitty, you're looking good. So basically, two-tone fixes it. That's good to know.
Block of cheese here, Smith.
Yeah, but
what I'm noticing here is I don't see a ragged edge like I did with the previous versions of software. So I'm seeing, a much more, I'm going to call it very knife, even with a lower signal. So, yeah, when you're down, at S9 or below, you don't get that defined edge, and that's the difference I'm seeing is a defined edge at lower levels.
I'm reporting all these findings on the Discord, so who knows what will come of it.
I kind of wonder what causes it to get into that funk.
Yeah, if you guys see my signal doing that, let me know. But I've not seen it do that, knock on wood, so far the last couple of days.
Oh, you'll know when you're doing it. I wasn't paying attention to my transmitter at the time, but when you do it, it's obvious on the screen.
What's obvious?
In the snow.
Okay, copy that. Well, hopefully it doesn't happen to me.
I didn't understand Smitty's comment there of something being obvious.
There's a bug in the release, the 16 release, the newest release of Thetis that we're running, and just randomly, I'll go from 6 kc right here to 100 kc, where I'm literally half the band.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Yeah, not good for my equipment, not good for the band. Yeah, but we're trying to figure out what's triggering that.
Oh, well, if you think about it, if you got more responsiveness in PureSignal and they loosened it up timing-wise, maybe instead of those, what do you call it there, blowouts there, Craig? Yeah, now you got something else.
The nuclear bomb.
Yeah, that's the wrong kind of blowout. Well, but when I had my incident there, sorry about that. There was another station there breaking. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Alpha Bravo 6 Golf. The name is Neil. I've been listening for a minute or two. Is this a ESSB channel?
Oh, no. This is just a bunch of ESSBers out here rag chewing, but welcome. Hold on one second. Let me grab a stool. Okay, we'll pour a beverage. Yeah, come on in.
Great. Well, it sounds interesting, and it's only my second day trying out 40 meters. I've been licensed for a while, but I hung out mainly on 10 and 20 and above. So I thought I'd try out 40 for the last 2 days, and we're discovering a new world down here.
What's the call again? I want to get you in the line.
Hello, Neil. Rob.
Very good. Again, the call is Alpha Bravo 6 Golf.
Alpha Bravo 6 Golf. Neil. Okay, yeah. It sounds like Rob's trying to give you a shout there from Arizona, if I heard that right.
Very
yeah,
good.
Thank you, Smitty.
Logging my very first few contacts on 40, so if anyone wants to toss out a call sign, that'll help too.
Well, let me get in there, man.
Okay.
I want to be your first 40. WB1G. That's Whiskey Bravo 1 Germany, and I got you in my log, so I'm number 1.
Very good, Mike. Thanks.
And also November 7 Echo November Delta N7 END in Phoenix. Neil talked to you earlier today on 7255.
Right, that was November 7 Echo what?
November Delta.
November 7 November Delta?
November 7 END. This is the end, my friend. END. Echo November Delta. Over?
QSL. Sorry about that. I'm bad on hearing, but I've got you, Bob.
Oh, no worries, Neil. I just want to comment. I heard you earlier today when you were talking, and your station sounded great still tonight. And you came from Digital Land, and it's a little more activity here. You'll see it's spontaneous, and it's a lot more enjoyable than the digital. I think you'll be glad you made the... This is my opinion only, okay? I'm not downing digital. I'm just... You can tell by the way I talk. I'm not digital. I'm analog. So good to have you here, and welcome to all of these frequencies. Over.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. Digital gets kind of old after a few tens of thousands of contacts. You want to talk to people instead. Thanks for the signal report. I'm just using the hand microphone with an FTDX10, but I did take the time to EQ it carefully, and it made all the difference, apparently.
Well, on my 7300, you sound very, very good. Your signal's strong, and it gets better at night and farther. So if you're up for a while, you might hear a lot of East Coast and beyond. So I'll stand by. These guys are busy on here. We're on a live stream. Hello, listeners. This is Rob, your friend in Phoenix. This is the N7END. So you take care, my friend Neil, and we'll hear you again maybe in the daytime on the other ones. And I'll be listening for a while. Thanks, guys, for allowing me to take a few moments on this great frequency tonight.
Very good. And I'll stand by and let the other guys chime in.
Sounding good on your DX10 from Idaho.
Yeah, big signal here into the Southern California mountains. WA7CCA.
And Neil,
there.
Yeah, here I am.
Yeah, Neil, so we're actually live streaming. So if you want to hear how you sound to us, just open up YouTube and type in my call sign, N6MUD, N6MUD, and you can hear how you sound. It's about a 4-second delay, and you can go back in time and listen if you want to. Good evening from San Diego.
A beautiful sounding FTDX10, by the way. Very nice sounding radio there. You could tell you took time on it. It sounds good.
Appreciate that.
Well, boys, I think it's time I chime out and do other things this evening. Appreciate you coming down to the general class, Craig, so us flatlanders can chime in. So you guys all sound really good, and it's been fun voodooizing on the air tonight. N6RRV from Mission Viejo, Radio Free, and have a good evening, everybody. Bye-bye.
See you later, OC.
Hi and bye, Scott, WA7CCA.
Catch you later, Scott. Have a good evening. Good chatting to you, man.
Scotty, good talking to you, man. 7-3.
All right, guys. See you, Craig. See you, Smith. See everybody else. Bye, Big Dan.
Yeah, I thought Scott would have had his RCA DX77 by now.
He said it's in the cart. I think he's about to pull the trigger any day now.
I think we could have all bought like a dozen more microphones.
Yeah, Dennis is the only one that I know of that I've ever heard use that microphone. He sounds really good on it, but I don't know if he sounds $3,000 good, but he sounds good.
Yeah, that was the microphone they used back in junior college at the college radio stations. They had like a big box of those RCAs, and they used RCA consoles, and I don't know, they got some kind of a good buddy deal there. But yeah, I saw actually a box of those RCA DX77s. There must have been a dozen in there. They were all blown.
Interesting. So the ribbon goes bad, huh?
Well, they get dropped. You got, people blowing cigarette smoke in them, and those days.
So, I mean, what makes those microphones sound so good? I mean, is it just the older technology that's proven that makes them sound so good, or that's the part I didn't really understand about those microphones?
Okay, you're putting me on the spot. I never thought they sounded good at all.
Well, Dennis, the one I've heard, the Dennis GFD, it sounds pretty good, at least how he had his set up.
AB6G.
Well, the thing is, with all those mics, they were probably all damaged, and that dumped in all kinds of who knows what. So maybe I never heard one out of the box, and I can tell you that. Yeah, that's a good point there. I may have never heard one right out of the box, brand new, because they were all damaged.
Yeah, copy that. The AB6 station, go ahead. Good evening.
Yeah, I was just going to share that I used to do a lot of stage work, and lately in the last year, a local guy that I know and we've played with about 12 different types of stage microphones. All of them have a different characteristic sound, but what we discovered on SSB was that if we carefully EQ'd them, we can make almost all of them sound pretty darn close to the same thing, with the exception there's some really crappy ones that Ham's buy, like this Behringer 8500 or something. It's just a piece of garbage. But any of the mics that are between $100 and $400 all sound way different if they're non-EQ'd, but they all sound almost identical on SSB if you EQ them.
Yeah, but into what bandwidth?
Well, okay, so call it 3 kilohertz SSB. Granted, if you go ESSB, you've got a little more to play with.
Yeah, like double.
Correct.
Whoa, the real Jeff is back.
Yes, so it's something with the software.
Hey, Jeff, your audio sounds amazing.
Yeah, I guess I'm going back to 15 too.
Yep, back to 15.
The people here weren't wrong.
Nope, now I hear it.
Oh, yeah, now you sound like Jeff usually sounds.
Inadvertently have like the TX-EQ on, did you?
Well, I use the TX-EQ. The only thing I use is Thetis, equalization, and CFC.
Oh, maybe something doesn't carry carry over right on 16. Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
Oh, it's,
Yeah, you're filling it out here, Jeff.
It's not just a big difference. I mean, at first I thought you were on the DX10. That's how bad it was.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, so now hearing it in the SDR there in Utah, yeah, there's definitely a big difference. Anyway.
What's really interesting is you can make all these different kind of sounds, and yeah, it's all kind of subjective after a while. But yeah, I mean, if you're losing the low end or whatever, yeah, people notice.
Yeah, well, like I said, it sounded fine locally, but yeah, now I can definitely tell the difference. But I will say that going backwards, the whatever it is, the waterfall is all one color now. So now I got to get that figured out.
I think that's just some settings. Take a look at the screenshots that I sent you yesterday in text there, Jeff, and maybe you can reset them.
Well, I'm wondering if the CFC implementation or reintegration is not done correctly.
James, are you using any built-in Thetis EQing, or is everything external?
Because you know, that was a registry edit for me to get this to work.
I kind of stepped on you a bit. I think Craig did too. Mark, repeat that.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Wondering if, you know, going over to the other version, is that going to be a different, you know, ball game there? Because the CM settings that I had to make on this were a registry edit.
I did mine via the shortcut on the desktop with the target edit, but I think that's going to carry over because mine did. I did not have to do anything after installing it.
Yeah, so Mark, you don't have to do the registry setting anymore. The latest way to do it is you add a switch in the shortcut at the target, and that's what enables CMASIO. But if you were to have it enabled, you probably will be okay.
Yeah, because, you know, that's a Windows thing, so it's outside that environment.
This looks for the flag in the shortcut now lately with 15, or actually it's from like 12 onward, it looks for that shortcut flag.
Okay, that's good to know. So I won't be, you know, you just don't know how to allocate your time, so you want to know what you're getting into ahead of time.
Oh yeah, totally fair. And Craig, I think you were asking if I'm all external. The answer is yes. I'm not using anything in Thetis. It's full transparent pass-through.
Yeah, so am I, but Smitty is as well. And Smitty had issues with the bandwidth thing, but he didn't have any issues with his audio. So maybe there is something going on with the native audio settings in Thetis with this version.
Am I sounding funny? I'm using breakaway the same as always.
So I'm all external as are you guys. I've got +1 on the leveler, actually +2 on the leveler, and CMASIO engaged and all that. So yeah, no CFC or EQ or anything in software.
You sound genuine to me.
There's a bug there with that weird burst where whatever it is that made it where I was super wide.
Yeah, but James, you sound fine. Smitty sounds fine. Everyone sounds normal except for Jeff. So, and Jeff, you didn't sound like that all night. Something happened like midway through the night where something just took out your audio chain.
Yep, no idea. Didn't change anything. And look at the picture I sent you. That's all I can get out of the waterfall unless I transmit. On transmit, it changes color.
Holy heck. So, that's not good.
Yeah, on receive it's just that one color.
Okay, so there's a setting in the waterfall for that.
Sir, tab pressed and set at 0 for it to go through that.
Too many people talking.
Okay, go ahead, other people.
I think I'm going to follow Jeff. I'll keep my eye on this version, but I just think it's kind of like half-baked at the current point in time.
The problem is, hopefully the waterfall can revert. So Jeff, under the display general, shoot, hold on one sec. RX display, setup display, waterfall, palette. Do you have console? What do you have for the palette setting?
I have a thought when you're done. You blasted through that way too fast.
Sorry, setup display, RX1 tab. So there's on the right there's waterfall, and then there's a field called palette. What are you using for palette?
I've tried any of them. I've tried enhanced. I've tried black and white, long, red, custom. It all does the same thing. I got a suggestion.
I think going to 16 may have added some extra fields, confusing 15. Sorry, Jeff. It's really my fault.
Here's what I think you should do. I think you should reinstall 16. I think you should go back and uncheck the high res and all those high res buttons. Uninstall 16, reinstall 15.
I think Jeff's going to do that.
Or even better yet, just go to a backup of 15 and just reinstall or redo that backup in the database manager, and it'll probably fix it.
Yeah, let's try that first. I'll be right back. K5 BLS.
I have a feeling that the value that it's looking for the waterfall may have gotten moved as part of that database shift or that new field. My gut is telling me this is database related.
Yeah, so if he goes back to an old version of the database, hopefully he can restore that version of the database and he should be good.
He should be able to restore that old version into 15, and my guess would be you're absolutely right.
BLS sounds really nice right now.
As he should.
I've got his address if you want to send him flowers.
I think Jeff is more of an essential oils kind of guy.
A bath bomb and essential oils.
Who's that?
There's a station out there. We hear you. Yeah, you're very weak to me, but I do hear you. Try again. We'll see if we can pick you up. Out my noise, and I'm just hearing a lot of mids and a lot of low. I'm not hearing a lot of high. Anybody else pick them up?
I think it was KD6LVT or some synonym to that.
That is correct.
He says I was right. Yeah, I got you about S6. My noise is about S5, and you're in and out of the noise.
Yeah, Q3 here in Big Bear.
We've got some local interference here, which is kind of wiping you out a bit, but you are here, and I think if I didn't have local noise, I'd be able to hear you better. WB1G, Sacra Tomatoes.
Hey, good evening, Zach out of Irvine.
Yeah, it's too close for me.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, Zach in Irvine, if you have a copy, what's the radio? A what?
ICOM 756 Pro.
Okay, you need to check the audio out. there just seems like there's a lot of energy there between 100 and 1 hertz, and you're suppressing the mids and the highs. So if you can change that, and again, could just be totally my ear, but if you can boost your highs up, you're going to do yourself a big favor. You're just with the signal strength I have you at, you're just kind of rumbly.
He's running an IC76 756 Pro.
Okay, I know that rig.
Yes, I'm going to do what you said. I'm going to get into the equalizer and do that.
Okay, I mean, I do hear you. You're there. You're just not. Your energy is all there. I mean, to be honest with you, I think your energy is probably mostly focused at about 100 to 100 hertz.
Smitty, where do I find that backup if I wanted to reinstall an older one? Is there a way to do that in Thetis, or do I do it at the file level?
I think you have to turn the radio off and then go into setup and database. And I believe, unless I don't know what 16 did jumping forward, but I believe you should see it in there.
Yeah, but you'd have to enable a backup for it to be there.
Yes, correct.
I don't really run anything apart from stock settings anyway, so it's not the end of the day here.
But yeah,
The band is going
as well,
long,
but
Greg.
do you well, yeah, are you having any problems with 16? I mean, the only problem I'm having is the occasional 100 kC wide.
One weird thing I've noticed is right when I key down and I start talking, there's like a quarter-second delay at times, not always, but maybe like 20-30% of the time it doesn't catch what I'm saying. The waterfall's empty. It's like, what the hell?
Okay, I had that happen earlier, and I thought there was an issue with my TX delay, and I started monkeying with that, but I actually experienced that as well, so put it on the Discord.
Yeah, I don't know. I may just be patient and wait for a Richie release at this point, because he has a whole bucket of items already in the oven right now that he's identified and has fixes for his version of 16.
Yep, it's all back and working.
All right, good deal, Jeff. So at least there is a path to revert it. That's good to hear.
Yeah. Luckily, I had the forethought to take a sample or a shot in time and archive that, so that way I could bring it back in.
So damn smart, Jeff. Damn it.
Yeah, so I suggest everyone go into Backup Manager and enable a backup whenever you start Thetis and a separate backup whenever you shut down Thetis. And it'll automatically take a backup when you start up and shut down. And at that point, you can just set it and forget it.
Where is it, Craig?
Yeah, so in order to get to it, you have to go shut the power off on Thetis, not the radio, just Thetis, and then go to Setup, Database Manager, and within there, you select the image you want to back up, and there's some icons to the right. If you hover over those, it'll tell you to enable backup on startup, enable backup on shutdown, that type of stuff. But you can only get to it if you've got your Thetis shut down. I mean the power in Thetis shut down, so it's not actually receiving anything.
Yeah, I get it. I'll take a look. Thanks.
Well, I'll probably revert maybe tomorrow.
Shoot, I don't know if I've got a backup. I just went in there and I don't see much.
What? IT people who don't back up? I don't believe that.
You know, we back up everything else. To have to do it with ham radio, I would just have to say go to hell.
You know, there's always the rebuild from the ground up. I mean, I've got no audio settings, so it's not going to be that tough, but yeah, no database backup for the Smithster.
I'm right there with you, Smitty.
Yeah, whenever I do a version upgrade, I always double check to make sure I got a backup.
Funny thing is I'm on 16 right now, and I don't see my backups, but I am almost positive I had backups before I upgraded to 16.
So I did have backups prior to 16, and I see them all there.
Yeah, that was just too much audio. Craig, go ahead. didn't hear either of you because you both are super loud. Craig, go ahead.
I was just saying that I had backups on 15 enabled, and I can see those in 16, so they're definitely there if you had them enabled.
Damn.
Yeah, something told me this morning I should probably take a backup just in case.
Whoever's asking what radio we're running here, this is an SDR type radio ran by the computer. It's made by Apache Labs. They can be cool. They can also be a pain in the ass.
It's only half of the story.
Yeah, what Mark said.
Whoever that is way out on the horizon there, I'm having a little trouble hearing you. I don't know if you're the 756er or not, but you're about S6 right with the noise there, unfortunately. Sorry. No need to apologize, just the way the propagation was.
Thank you. So interesting observation. Just went into Database Manager and took a look. So I actually am running a different database, and I'm looking at the timestamps. I have a timestamp database of 731, and it's not my active database right now, but it says pre-upgrade DB. So I think I have a backup. If I had to restore, I think I'd be okay. I don't know that I want to do it yet, but I don't know. What do you guys make of that?
When you went to 16, it did do that. If you recall the little prompt that showed up saying you're missing a field, it makes it right then and there.
Yeah, so the old one is still there in my database manager, so I could probably go back to it. If I were to uninstall 16, install 15 again, and then go into database manager, select the pre-upgrade database as my primary, I have a feeling things would fall right back into place. Just a hunch.
I'm going to go try that right now. It should take a few seconds.
Yeah, I think that's the best bet.
Yeah, take a snapshot of what you got right now, just in case.
You know what one of my backups is, and you're going to laugh at me, Mark, but it's a working backup. Say what you will. I have screenshots of the setting screens for Thetis. Just in case I screw the pooch all the way, I know what I've got checked and what needs to be checked, and to build a brand new profile.
Yeah, very, very good.
Backup, yes.
But Smitty, what about all of the magic? All of those external rack gear, do you have screenshots of all of those settings? Because that's where the meat potatoes is, right?
So I have photos of the 528E, all the dials in the front. I have photos of the 320D that's after it. And then the Orban, those are all software-based profiles, so I just can reload them and save them at any point. So, yeah, the mic processor and the Aphex, or the 320D, those two are old-fashioned. I gotta actually look at the dials. But the Orban, I feel all right with all of it.
Yeah, you know, the old school way is just take a snapshot of all the dial positions.
Righto, that's exactly what I did. Snapshot of all the Thetis settings and a snapshot of the dial positions on the mic processor and the leveler and all that, and we're good to go.
Well, kind of, sort of, because, you know, all those pots are, non-repeatable settings. So that gets you in the ballpark, and then you can put on a set of headphones, and then, yeah, you can dial it right in.
No, you guys don't mean enough to me. You're only worth where I put that pod, and I don't care. Well, okay, who's kidding? Who's kidding? Of course I care.
So yeah, the non-repeatable settings, yeah, they're problematic. They always have been.
Well, I appreciate you guys telling me what was going on here, and then working through the corrective action here. Because, like I said, when I listened locally, it sounded fine, but apparently going out over the air, it was changed.
It was definitely strange, man. Definitely strange.
It's very crisp. It sounds different. I could probably make a recording and send it to you.
No, I've got Utah SDR in one ear now.
Yeah.
There's that delay again.
Yeah, Jeff, you're sounding back to normal there, so good job.
All right, well, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. K5 BLS.
And Smitty, what delay are you talking about? The PTT delay?
Yeah, there's a weird PTT delay that's being introduced, and James has experienced it. I just had it happen again. I can't find a rhyme or reason, but I'll press the push to talk, and the first, I would say the first second is cut off of what I'm saying.
Yeah, I've never experienced that, but I'll pay attention and see what happens.
Double?
I was just saying I've never experienced that, but I'll pay more attention and see if I can see it happen.
Yeah, I was
asking
have it in 15.
Smitty what his delay was set for PTT.
So my delay for my TX delay was set at about I want to say 10 milliseconds. So I mean indiscernible as far as I'm concerned. But I was seeing an occasional, I would say, half second to a second delay, even though it wasn't set like that. So there's something there. I thought it was just me at first, but James reported he had the same issue.
Yeah, my PTT delay is 0.
Sorry, my PTT delay is 0 as well. It's the TX delay.
Okay, that has to do with something else.
Oh yeah?
I'm going to open that up and look at it to remember.
I don't have a... Oh, you're talking about the MOX delay. Mine's set at 15.
No, I'm talking about everything's 0 for me except RF delay is 5.
Okay, RF delay to me is 20.
Oh yeah, I don't think these settings have anything to do with what James and I experienced. It was just kind of a real oddity. Again, 10 milliseconds, 20 milliseconds, that shouldn't be discernible. Like I think from the time my foot pushes the pedal to my mouth opening, that's definitely longer than 20 milliseconds.
And that was, what'd you call that?
RF delay.
Yeah, mine's set at 20, but what I was talking about tonight was the PTT delay, which mine is set at 400.
Okay, mine's at 0, but what I was saying is mine was, in software, even being set at 0, occasionally it'll get to like 2 seconds or like 1 second, and then it just clears up. So it's something weird with version 16. Hadn't experienced it before tonight.
Okay, I'm not probably looking at what you're looking at. I'm still not getting it.
No, I'm looking at the same page. You've got PTT delay, RX delay, RF delay, all those values. I'm saying mine set, my RF delay's at 10. What I'm saying is earlier, James and I were reporting an issue where we were pressing our push-to-talk, and while we're set with a 0 push-to-talk delay and a 10 millisecond RF delay, we were experiencing a delay of upwards of a second before there was power being generated from the radio. So it was just kind of an oddity. It's Thetis related, and I'm saying that because it didn't start until I upgraded Thetis at about 7:30 to 9.
Oh, okay, well, this is getting pretty complex because there's a bunch of stuff involved here. First of all, if there's a delay in the receive, then you don't know, if the person has ended, obviously, or whatever, before you start transmitting. So, so anyhow, I'd probably wait a couple of days on the software and see if it gets ironed out.
Oh, completely agree. Yeah, and the way I measured it is I had the SDR up at the time, and so I could tell that the SDR, I could hear my delay, or rather see it, or hear it and see it, from looking at Utah at that point. So it was obvious. Wasn't in my head, I promise. But yeah, you're absolutely right. These guys were all excited about 16. I jumped on the bandwagon. Again, other than just a couple minor little things, I'm sure they'll work that out, or I'll just revert back.
Well, anything that makes the PureSignal more pure, I'm going to go for it.
And that's why I went for version 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running this version until I notice something that is unusable. Because I think you guys are right. The benefits of PureSignal at this point outweigh any side effects I'm having. But then again, if my audio was messed up, or if I was transmitting 100 kilohertz wide, those types of things would definitely have me revert back to the prior version. But I've never experienced that yet. So until I do, then I'm not going to worry about it.
Hello, James. Welcome back. I can tell because I see his two-tone.
Is this thing working?
I just really wonder what I would have changed or messed with in here that would have caused it to change the audio characteristics.
Welcome back, Idaho.
It looks like we're back in business. Am I clean?
Yeah, you're clean.
Yeah, I would run it for a while, see what happens.
Plus, I'm really getting used to this high resolution waterfall. Once you have that, Mark, it's hard to go back.
Oh yeah, man, this waterfall.
It is nice when it works.
Now that's not the waterfall that's being portrayed on YouTube right now, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's a high resolution waterfall that I'm running. But here's the problem. The problem is, Mark, I'm not streaming at 4K because if I did that, the latency would be too big. So you're not seeing the full resolution of the waterfall on YouTube. You're seeing it at, I think I'm streaming at, I have to look at the setting, not 4K, the one below it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, it looks like pretty much the same as what I already have here. So I was wondering about that. But, yeah, maybe I should install the other one and take a look at it.
This resolution of waterfall is like reverting back to 480 resolution on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a big difference, Mark. It doesn't probably come across on YouTube because I'm not streaming at 4K. But if you've got a 4K monitor, then it'll look amazing.
Yeah, let me check out my monitors here to make sure they're good enough.
Half-baked quality with 16, but oh well.
So James, did Richie say he's gonna integrate this code back into his, or is he only gonna integrate certain features, or is he committed to anything like that?
The Thetis is like an island. Every developer has its own island on GitHub, so I'm not really sure what he's going to do.
Yeah, so you could just raise a pull request and merge it against his code base, but there's probably going to be a bunch of conflicts when you do that, and someone's going to have to go through and resolve those conflicts. But I mean, if it's decent code, it shouldn't be too bad.
Well, my guess is it's probably Claude Code or Codex or one of the other ones out there. But yeah, I don't think Richie's going to entertain that idea. But it's not. He will put the WDSP, so we should get the theoretical PureSignal updates. But I just don't see him really adding what this guy did. And furthermore, the guy doesn't even have a GitHub up.
Yeah, that's suspect, right? That he doesn't even use a GitHub, which makes you wonder, is he a real developer? So I guess that's TBD.
We'll say the longer I look at this waterfall, man, it's just a big bummer.
Yeah, if anyone's looking at the stream, the the big waterfall on the bottom is a high resolution. The zoomed in waterfall on the YouTube at the upper right of the screen, that's the old resolution, and you can probably see a big difference. Like James was saying, it's crazy. It's like low resolution versus 4K, and if it doesn't come across on YouTube, that's unfortunate. But it makes a huge difference, and it's going to be hard for me to revert back if I have to do that.
I live on the wild side, my friend. You don't need to revert. You're doing just fine.
And YouTube chat, LXEX, however you pronounce that handle there. Yeah, ESSB fidelity. So you're listening to enhanced sideband, ESSB. So double the bandwidth of typical sideband means double the fidelity. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's definitely a much better way to do sideband.
That was a hell of a double.
We do our best.
That's what we exceed. We exceed we're like those surveys. Exceeded expectations.
Oh, that's right. Whenever this is a double, I always win on the stream, so that's all that counts.
Yeah, that's right. You have an unfair advantage. I'm really digging the newest version, the 16 version, running the thermal waterfall. Waterfall, not flaw, waterfall. And then adjusting the contrast. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I sent you guys a picture, and I just love it.
This, not this one, but your 16, it has HDR recognition. So if you have a 10-bit monitor, it really pops.
I do, and I've got a high-end graphics card on this machine as well. It is popping off the screen. And it's smooth as silk. It's like watching a record go round and round.
Reportedly, the guy is going to put up a GitHub with the latest code on it. So if he does do that, it should make Richie have at least an anchor point to steal code off.
Yeah, it makes it really easy to integrate code from the forked version. I just didn't know where he forked it from, so hopefully he forked it from a most recent version of Richie's code to make it much easier to integrate,
Set up a routine where AI just does it for you.
By the way, Jeff, I've been meaning to call out. I saw the high-resolution artwork you sent out. That looks very, very nice.
It does.
Yeah, thanks. Too bad it's not as much of a line art anymore. Now it's more of a raster image, but yeah, I like it a lot better too. It's got just a little bit of depth to it.
Oh yeah, man. I'm kind of mad because I just recently remade my QSL card, and on it, I've got my little AI caricature, and on my T-shirt it says West Coast ESSB Audio Punk, the old logo. So at any rate, I kind of wish I had waited, but after I get through these 10,000 cards, I don't think it's quite that many, 200 cards, I'll just have to order more with the new logo.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think Smith started on me with his 35 over. I'm out of here. WS7K. I'll be playing with 16-bit more, but just not today.
35 over, come on.
Hey James, catch you later, man. Thanks for this chatting this evening, and we'll figure out the latest version here. Looking forward to the end result here. Have a good evening.
Yeah, 73 James will catch you later.
I got an early
thanks, James, for everything. WS7K, WA7, CCA bigger.
Yeah, 7-3 James. I'm going to follow right behind you. I got an early warning. I just realized what time it was, so. 7-3 all. I got a 0500 call. Wow, sounds exciting. WB1G, 7-3.
Catch you later, Smitty. Good luck in that call, man. That's definitely an early call.
Gee, it's like dominoes. I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not either, and I'm trying to look for my display resolution.
For some reason, though, it got rid of the open the amp view on startup, so I had to go back in and re-enable that. I knew I was missing a display of some sort. I had this big blank part of the screen, and I was like, I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know, I don't have any of those windows. You know, set in mine. It's just the main screen. I do a bunch of weird stuff. I made a whole complete set of different things I want to look on, because I have like two monitors, and what's on one monitor, I pick out certain things to put on the other monitor.
Yeah, I've got a 34-inch ultra wide, and that has made Thetis an absolute gem.
Yeah, so I want a monitor like right in my face, and then I can't have one big enough to do that, so that's why I did what I did.
Yeah, I've got the 34, and then I forgot what this other one is, a 20-inch, something like that. It's the same height, it's just not ultra wide, and I use that one for my general everything else. If I want to bring up YouTube, or if I want to bring up QRZ, I bring it up on that side.
The other thing too is I got two windows that are at 90 degrees. And I like to look outside. So my monitor, I got one that's low, but I can still kind of see around that and see everything above it. And then the one to the left is that there's nothing blocking that. So, I like to have a view of outside while I'm talking.
N6MUD live streaming YouTube.
Here to tell what resolution my monitor is. This is very frustrating.
Oh, the way I do it, is I right-click on the desktop, go to Properties, and go to Display, and then it'll give you a resolution, and there's a bunch you can pick from, but it'll be the maximum one. It won't give you a resolution that it can't do.
You say you want a resolution. Well, Hi, Craig, N7END.
I don't see properties anywhere.
What version? You're running Windows 11, right?
Yes.
right click and go to display settings, and then go to display resolution and the drop down, and that'll give you the resolution there. So I think 4K 3840 by 2160 is 4K or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have a drop down that has display resolution.
So you in your Windows 11.
Yeah, you got to scroll down. It's in the scale and layout section. So right click on the screen, go to display settings, and then scroll down, and that's where you'll see the see advanced display, graphics, all that stuff is in that section. And that's where you will see the resolution is under the advanced display.
Hey Craig, how's my resolution?
Sounding good there, Rob. You're up late this evening. Are you still trying to stay cool out there in Arizona?
Oh heck, it's only 99 degrees. Come on now. Say it ain't so. Yeah, I'm just having dinner, late dinner, because it's so hot. It's just too hot. But anyhow, been in the pool, just got out a few minutes ago. Went 100 watts out of Phoenix. But anyhow, I just want to chime in there. You got Riz, I got Riz. Charisma, as they say. I'll be listening, my friend. N7, E&D.
All right, Rob. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to pull a plug here in a little bit, guys. My wife's about to go to bed, so I don't want to keep her up chatting here. But I can leave the stream going for a bit longer if you guys want to.
Yeah, I'm only running to see 1920 by 1080, but there's no screen resolution to be seen anywhere.
So 1920 by 1080. 1 second here.
Should be another drop-down box down below the resolution.
Okay, 1920 by 1080. That's 1080p. So that's nowhere close to 4K.
Well, this is looking at the video card under advanced display, not the monitor.
Well, so I don't understand why when you right click on the desktop and go to display settings, and you don't have anything under there called display resolution. That seems kind of bizarre to me if you're running Windows 11. I don't understand that.
Yeah, well, I can give you a screenshot and show you.
Okay, but when you right click on and go to display settings, what do you have like the top? Do you have brightness and color, night light, color profile? What are the options do you see when you click on display?
I've got home, system, Bluetooth and devices, network and internet, which is not out of that. But over to the right, I have, the display with multiple display, make this the main display, etc., etc.
Okay, but you're right-clicking like on your desktop, not on the stop bar. You're right-clicking on your desktop and going to display settings. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I don't know. That's weird. Interesting. But if your resolution is if your video card resolution is set to 1080, then yeah, you're just 1080p. You're not 4K.
Yeah. So anyway, I want certain. I have 2 displays I'm running right now, and they're all set to my liking.
Okay, well, I mean, that's cool. It's just that what I'm saying is that in order to see the enhanced waterfall, you have to be running at least, I think, 3K, preferably 4K resolution for it to really show for you, because it's so granular. The detail's so granular, it won't show under 1080p.
Well, this is 1920 by 1080, and yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm real happy with the resolution. Everything is nice and clear and sharp. And at the the magnification that I like. So yeah, this is the latest NVIDIA card, and with these pretty good monitors. They're matched monitors.
Okay, well, if you're happy with it, that's cool. I wouldn't want to mess with anything, but yeah, my point is, though, there's way higher resolution you could be running if you wanted to.
Yeah, the problem is, from my past experience, if you increase the resolution, then everything gets smaller on the display.
Yeah, that's why Windows has this setting called, what's it called? It says scale. So this scale, so you can change the size of the text and other items at 150%. That's what I've got that turned on. So for things that you care about, like text and that, it's twice as big. But for other things like graphics and everything else, then it's 4K. It's much more detailed.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that, and I've used that before, and I've had all kinds of issues. Not recently, because I think everything is set. I usually have it at 100 or 125 from the past, as I recall. And yeah, I've had some stuff cut off that wasn't even in a window as a result of those settings. But that was several years ago.
Yeah, it can. So if a developer or whatever writes older software, then that can be a problem. But typically these days, most of the software UI in that they do adhere to the scale when you're UI scale. But if you're running older software, yeah, it can definitely be a problem for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll play around with this stuff if needed. But thanks for the info.
Hey, no problem. N6MUD live streaming. I'm about to pull a plug here, guys. I gotta actually get up and do a bunch of studying and research tomorrow. I've got a big interview, so we'll have to prepare for that. So I don't want to be too tired. So I'll catch you guys maybe tomorrow or sometime the next day or so. And thanks for all the SWLs. Thanks for all the YouTubers for hanging out and watching the stream. Yeah, I had a good time tonight. A lot of good topics, and I definitely had fun. So thanks for everyone. Have a good evening out there from N6MUD San Diego.
Thanks, Craig, and thanks for all that you do, and it's much appreciated. See you later, WA7CCA.
Yeah, Craig, we'll catch you later. Good luck tomorrow, and I guess I should probably get myself going towards the horizontal position anyhow. There's a breaker out there. Go ahead. Well, I'm in Carson City, Nevada. The station that just signed was down in San Diego. And Mark, I believe you're down in Big Bear, aren't you?
Yeah, we're over here in Big Bear City, Southern California. Oh, I guess you're referring to me. Call here is Whiskey Alpha 7 Charlie Charlie Alpha /6. Yeah, we're in the San Bernardino Mountains in Southern California. We're 35 miles to the west of Palm Springs.
All right, catch you guys later. Maybe on the next stream in a day or two. Have a good evening, everyone. I'm going to end the stream.